Welcome, everyone. Wow, it's great to see you guys. Happy Monday. I know that's kind of an oxymoron for most of you, but not for me. Suckers. Yeah, man. I have a very special guest today. This is a dude who I am a big fan of. I have been for a long time, and he kind of dropped off. And now he's back with a new channel, and I want to shill the fuck out of this dude. A lot of you guys already know him. But he's it's pretty cool that he's kind of fighting the good fight. You know, what we talk about here, we talk a lot about these grifters and so-called true crime creators that victimize victims even further, victimize their families. And it's nice to see, you know, people with a set of balls that are willing to call them out. So I want to make sure to blow this guy up if I can, as much as I can, as much as my little channel can. But yeah, so this is mOrBiD Reality, folks. What's up, buddy?
Wow, what an intro. Brilliant. Thank you so much. How you doing?
I'm doing great, man. How are you?
I'm doing all right. What are you sipping on there?
I'm having a beer.
A mega pint.
A mega pint.
A blue mega pint.
That would be wine, technically, but
that's true.
Yeah, so last night was fun. We got a little practice run on a small channel.
We try to help. That's what we do.
That's what we do.
It's not the way that people want it to be, but we're a little bit edgy. I think we're similar in that way, don't you think?
Yeah, I mean, I had a lot of scotch. So I vaguely remember, I just remember yelling and telling people to shut up a lot. But it was fun.
But we're kind of similar in the way of humor, and we have an edginess to us. We're rough around the edges, and at the same time, we got a solid heart, and we can get really serious at times. And when we do, when we believe in something, we get down and dirty and roll up our sleeves, right? I mean,
I could not have described us better than that.
And we're controversial figures as well. I mean,
what's the fun in not being controversial?
Because we're rough around the edges. That's okay.
Rough around the edges, like you could be controversial and not be a total douchebag either. You know what I mean? I mean, I've always said on this channel that if you're not saying something that's pissing somebody off, you're not saying anything worth talking about. You're not
like
talking about anything worth listening to. Right. Yeah, like that girl. I can't even stream her content and make fun of her because she's so fucking dull. It's ridiculous. But I talk about her most definitely. Who have you been talking about lately? Tell us a little bit about that, what you've been doing on your channel.
Well, let's see here. Honestly, I think we discussed Zav Girl. She may have been the first live I did. And then we moved on to Ryan Upchurch for one video. We had an interview with Zanime. And then we talked about some of the up-and-comers, Michelle Sutton, Behind the Lies with Michelle Sutton. Or Behind the Crimes. Behind the Lies is what it is. And and then the biggest hypocrite of all time, Tyler Feller, a dangerous combination of Christianity and being a true crime loser, a real true crime loser. The true crime loser YouTuber, he's legit, but this guy is a big loser and a hypocrite. So we covered Tyler.
I actually had absolutely no plan going into this tonight. I just figured you and I are so much alike and like-minded in that sense that we'd wing it. So I actually just figured at this point, probably a good idea if we went over some of those people that you're talking about. What do you think?
Hell, let's do I'm down for anything, but submit to a short interview real quick because I think your viewers just need a little taste of the glare with a morbid spin. How about that? You want
Uh,
to submit to a short interview here?
why not?
All right.
Absolutely. You're the
I've
guest.
let's talk about our history. I think we go back as far as 2019 because that was when the
Mm.
Chris Watts case came to fruition. And
2018, actually, but in 2019, people were still talking about it, and
that's right. That's when
we were
I met you, though. I didn't
right
meet you
because
in
we were
18.
both calling out people for talking about that case and not letting the root checks. And it's been 4 years, and they still haven't gotten peace. Like they haven't been able to mourn in peace at all, and it's really frustrating. But Frankie tells me I talked to him behind the scenes quite a bit, and he tells me that they've got some stuff in the works right now. So
Good. Well, tell us about your YouTube journey from the beginning. Like, did you start in 2018 or 19?
I want to say I don't even know, man. I want to say
Around that
2000.
time, though.
Yeah, somewhere in 2018, either late 2018 or mid to late.
Because I remember you're so old in streaming now that you were using, I believe, Google Hangouts at that time. Remember?
I totally was using Google Hangouts,
Yeah.
and
And then,
I started with Critical K. I didn't. I planned on starting a channel, but I just started just kind of being her male counterpart for a minute there, and then
boy
I kind of
toy. No, I'm kidding.
started to realize like how shitty she was, and then I just kind of eased off and kept her just at arm's length. And then this Sophie Long case came up, and that's when me and her just became mortal enemies.
Right.
And so but
So you've been kind of doing YouTube for probably almost 4 years, maybe even about that range. And then what kind of got you like started? Like what made you decide, hey, I want to try YouTube?
um I don't know, honestly. That just made me decide to do YouTube. I ended up chatting with Kay in a Chris Watts group, or somebody recommended her to me, and or whatever her group was, and I was just like, why are people still talking about this? And then we had similar opinions, or at least it seemed that way, about the Chris Watts thing. And then I don't know. I liked doing it. And then I just started to do live streams on my own.
And then your
As far
passion.
as far as crime goes, I
Yeah.
had a friend that was murdered, and it was kind of a high profile case, and it was just really weird how people reacted to it, and how it affected people that I know, and it was strange to see the behavior that it, and then I just became fascinated, like wanting to understand why these things happen, which I'm to the point now where I realized that I'm never going to know, but
Right.
I can't stop thinking about it, or exploring it.
And were you always fascinated with true crime before, or was it more of a recent thing, like when you started your YouTube channel and it was just like, oh, I really want to start learning more about this and different cases?
It was already, I mean, I wasn't always into true crime. Like, I don't think of it like a genre like most people do. That's actually what bothers me about it, because people just kind of tend to forget that these are real people, and who are really suffering and going through probably the worst thing imaginable. And I don't want to, and then just kind of exploring that, and then seeing how certain people and how they reacted to these things made me like really just kind of shift my focus on calling these people out,
Right.
trying to keep people reminded that these are real people.
And I remember from the beginning when I met you, and you probably were doing YouTube a little bit before we met, you've evolved so much from, God, 4 years ago to now. Like,
You think so?
what do
I
you
don't.
contribute to that? Yeah, I mean, I think you've made some change. You're still, a dick, but not.
Right.
But, besides that, I mean, like, it seems like you've evolved a lot, and you probably learned a lot
Oh, yeah, that's
and
for
experienced
sure.
a lot. You want to talk
I mean,
about
I
some of
guess
those experiences?
I mean, I guess if you want to say that I've evolved in the sense that I've learned a lot and it's affected how I handle things, but I don't know. I don't think that I'm much different than at least I never made a conscious effort to be different than I was when I started. I guess maybe I just became more comfortable. And like I used to get nervous as shit every time I would go live. Now I don't even think about it. It's just fun. And I think of it as just hanging out with these awesome people in my chat, you know?
Right. Very cool.
What about you? What made you come back after all this
Come
time?
on. Roll the clip. Let's go. It's not about me.
No. You're not getting. It is about you.
No, it's not.
Please. You're not.
I'm just a co-pilot today.
But yeah, no, we got to know like what, because I remember what you used to do. A lot of your content was like to catch a predator stuff, you know, and I loved it because there's nothing more fun. Yeah, there's nothing more fun than watching a fucking douchebag get caught doing some douchey shit. So I used to watch. I wouldn't miss a live stream even when I was at work. I'd be like, "Fuck yeah, Misery's on," you know. So
no, yeah, I mean that's what I'm saying. Like I think we have similar tastes in that sense, and our humor is very. I mean, we walk that thin line, and we're edgy. And we're not going to be the most loved and we may be the most hated at times, but again, I think our hearts are truly where it is, because when you're serious and then when I get serious, we're really serious about something, and we can actually switch modes and, you know, go from joke and laughter and comedy to like a serious topic of like, stop bashing victims' families.
Right. And you know, like it's like you said, I try to find the humor because the people who do this shit, they're just so easy to make fun of. So it's easy to be funny in that sense. But I like
well, they write the jokes for us.
Exactly. Right. We've got like there's someone in chat. Her name is Burnt Toast. She kind of does the same thing, just in a different community, not the crime community, but a different community. And she's fucking surgical. Like she'll like, she's really good at that. But yeah, and she'll be live.
Oh, by the way, thanks for dressing up for me. I appreciate that,
dude. I mean, it's
just kidding.
You know, I'm just trying to look as pretty as I can.
My favorite T-shirt color of all time. He just nailed it, guys. No tie, nothing, no suit. Of course not.
Well,
I'm just kidding.
I mean, you're not that special.
Yeah, we bust balls here.
So let's look into your boy Tyler.
And by the way, that short interview, I learned absolutely nothing about you. So
good.
Yeah.
That was exactly my plan. Because this is going to be a reaction on my end because I don't know this dude at all. Apparently, he's got 52,000 subs.
Tyler.
Yeah.
Oh, he should be on your radar for sure.
Well, he's about to be now. So
good old Christian boy.
Good old I love the Christians. Not that I have a problem with Christianity.
We don't have a problem with religion. That's not the thing.
Right. I have a problem with people who use it to be shitty. So
yeah, and this guy is pretty shitty.
Right.
I'll call him Pastor Tyler, by the way.
Let's watch
PT,
old Pastor Tyler. Let's see what his last video was, because I see it's about the Kylie Rodney autopsy.
Shocker.
I wish people would just shut the fuck up about this case already. It was an accident. Leave it alone. This family, like the mom literally got on like camera and begged people in the most classiest, nicest way to stop doing what these people are doing. And they're still doing it even after the autopsy results. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's pretty brutal.
All right, so yeah,
but what else are they gonna do? Fight each other? I'm sure they'll do that at some point.
They always do at some point. They always get to that point. You look at MGL and Bullhorn Boob.
Bullshit.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me adjust the volume here a little
Elena
bit
in
so
Alabama.
we can hear.
Corpus Christi, Patty,
what a winner.
Eslot in Utah. Good to see you. Hope you're doing I hope you're having a great day. Hope you're doing well.
Does he, like,
In Texas, Linda.
what is he doing to his eyebrows?
Sally in Missouri.
Are they just like that, or does
State,
he like shave just the
Alabama,
top
good to see
off
you, Debbie
and
in
then
Spokane,
I don't know. I think he probably
Raleigh,
tweezes.
Texas.
He's a tweezer.
he's a tweezer. He
Missouri.
looks like a tweezer.
Soul.
What?
Northern New York.
Okay,
Good
he's
to
giving
see you.
shout outs to
Chris in
his chat.
Massachusetts. Nick says, hey,
Even his
Tyler, how
shout
come
outs
the
sound
autopsy
fake.
was done in a different county? Well, I don't think Nevada County
It's
has
true,
a
like,
morgue, and so they
this dude-
actually leased a part of the morgue
Incredibly
out in
dull.
Placer County.
I'm always
is my
marveled at that.
understanding
Like,
the reason why. Great
the
question.
lamest,
Hey,
most
Kristen, hope
boring
you're doing
fucking
well.
creators always
How
end
are
up
you?
with
It's
like
good to see you.
thousands and thousands of subs, and I'm just like, what?
Saturdays are the best days.
You know, and I was talking about the feller fam in the back. Pastor Feller.
Well, I think
So
Friday's
he
my
calls
favorite
his
day on the stream here,
his
but
choo-choo
Saturdays,
train, followers,
with you.
the feller
Saturday's a
fam.
great day too.
That's the
And who wears a National
Douches.
Geographic T-shirt?
Hope you're doing well. If you guys
Like,
started our weight
Pastor-
loss challenge, it
Pastor
did start
Tyler, of
today.
course.
So don't forget, you're supposed to be
probably got at some garage sale for 50 cents.
scale and all that.
It
just
was
making
Goodwill,
sure
and he was
you're
like,
weighing in
"Fuck
every
yeah!" I
morning.
mean, I'm not knocking people who shop at Goodwill. I bought some. Cool
I shop
shit
at Goodwill.
Fuck
Hey
yeah!
there, Rhonda. Thank you for that super sticker. Really appreciate it.
But he was probably like thinking
you.
that was like ironic, cool. It's so lame that
see
it's
you.
ironically cool.
You're having a great day.
And when he
Rhonda.
goes to his barber, does he say, "Can I have the douche cut?"
Still in my nightgown. I put on after I got
don't think
off
he
work
goes
at
to a
the ER. It was
barber.
a rough night.
But
You do deserve a
Oh, maybe he
lazy
does.
Day, and
Yeah, just
ERs
trim off
are
a little
on
douche on
right
top
now.
right
They
there.
are not
Right.
The
fun.
douchebag
They
look.
are
I'm
not
going for the
fun.
douche look.
I've spent as a pastor
Yeah,
a
give
lot of
me the
time in
tool.
ERs, because oftentimes, especially when it's a really life or death situation, emergencies,
Jesus
I'm in the ER
Christ, dude.
praying with people. I've been in more ER rooms.
His mommy
than I
cuts
can
his
count,
hair.
and
That's
they
what Burnt
are
Toast said.
wild. I've seen some stuff. Some stuff in those ER rooms. So I
Dude.
feel you. You do deserve a little bit of rest. So R&R. I do have a copy, the official copy from
God, everybody does,
the
dickhead.
Nevada County Sheriff's Office.
And
Part
yet
number
you're
72.
still fucking talking about it.
Hey, Kristen, great perspective. You said I'm probably in the minority.
Like we're going to
here
get
at
any
Autopsy.
new
It's
information
everything
out
she
of
wrote
this
herself.
guy
And it's what
looking
I
over
wanna-
the coroner's
I wanna
report.
unpack that today. So
Yeah, hold on. I want to see what that comment
the
said.
autopsy fits everything.
I'm probably the minority here, but the autopsy fits everything. She drove herself, then panicked by climbing to the back and get out and drown. So somebody in his chat makes sense. But the fact that she actually has to point out that she's probably in the minority just tells me that this guy and his listeners are all idiots, except for this one person who actually has common sense.
Fits everything. She drove herself and then panicked. That's what I want to. I want to unpack that today. So what I have
Unpack
up,
that.
and I'll just show you what I have up, and I want to compare the two. It's a document we've already gone over just in preparation for the release of this. But the guidelines on autopsy practice, and this is for people whose bodies were covered
I'd
in
rather
water.
him read the
So I
Bible
just
to
wanna
us.
go through this and
Right.
say, what are the things that we're looking for when what toxicology should be done? What's that?
I love
procedure
this.
like?
This is what these
And
people
so I
keep
wanna look at
doing.
that.
Is they keep
What are the things that we're looking
they
for?
keep on like questioning a profession that they know shit about. So my man just went and Googled what to look for in an autopsy just to try to pick apart and act like they didn't do a good job and they didn't know what the fuck they were talking about. Like professionals who do this for a living, like this guy's going to tear it apart and act like he knows more than they do.
And the worst part is a Zav girl. She was going over the autopsy report, and she was asking her chat, "Is there a doctor in the house? Do we have a doctor in chat that can confirm this information on the autopsy report?" Yeah, that's a good place to get your facts from, the chat.
Right.
You want a doctor there.
There's no doctors that are listening to her. Like they're too smart,
And doctors don't really perform autopsies.
No,
I mean, they wouldn't
morticians
know.
do, and medical examiners. But unless they went
It's
and
not
got
their
a doctorate,
expertise.
right? Unless they went out and got a doctorate, but you don't need to be a doctor to be a medical examiner.
Yeah, like a pediatrician or something. Hey, I just take care of kids here. Come on, leave me alone.
Exactly.
Looking for, due to deaths due to immersion in water.
You know, I think I saw him on To Catch a
Some of the
Predator.
criteria there, and then compare it. To
He
that
totally
autopsy.
looks like somebody like
And so we're gonna be
walking
doing
in
both
and
of those
fucking
things today.
eating cookies and you know.
It's really important.
That shit
You guys
always
have
made
to
me
see
laugh.
Dr.
Like those
Let me know
guys,
on the
like
stream.
they just sit there
I'd
and
like you to
chill
come
and
on
they're
panel
eating cookies
possibly
and then they're just
and
all
help me.
surprised. Like, wait,
So
what?
here's due to drowning.
Like,
I think he
Here's
was
what we-
a
here's
hired
what we need to be
actor.
looking for, guys.
You know, like the
In the
boy
autopsy,
that's
some
sitting
people-
behind the
some of you
counter.
might
Like,
cut down to
hey,
some
hey, come on in, Bill. Hey, Bob, come in.
Behind
Here's
that
some cookies. Let me
support
get you a
drowning.
there's some
lemonade.
cookies.
Froth
Help
or
yourself.
plume around the mouth or nostrils from aspirated liquid mixed with air and pulmonary surfactant.
Jesus Christ, dude, shut the fuck
Sometimes
up. Let's
ask the question in the poll. Do you have unanswered questions from the autopsy? It seems like a lot of you guys are saying, yeah, you do.
yeah, because
Yeah,
you're a
you have
bunch of
some
morbid
unanswered questions.
fucks.
I'm just reading to you
Hey,
right
don't
now
call me that.
what we could see.
Like these
And then when it
guys,
comes to
like
that toxicology, we're looking
it's
for
just think
peripheral
about that,
blood.
man. There's just so many of these fucking people that just want there to be a crime so bad. It doesn't like to me that just speaks volumes of someone's character, and it's on a mass level that people would prefer that someone was actually evil enough to do something horrible to another human being rather than find out that it was an accident. Finding out that it was an accident is in no way, shape, or form good news to these people, which is crazy to me. Fucking crazy.
Yeah, and they just make shit up. Like, I don't know who did this video or something. I saw like, oh, Kylie, they're talking about her private parts, which is weird. It's like, dude, you're mentioning that.
She was 16, dude.
I know.
What the
And then-
fuck is wrong with people?
And then they say, well, you know, maybe she was pregnant. Come on, guys, enough. It's like you guys are just idiots.
Sorry, I had to hide somebody. You got some old fans in the chat,
Oh,
which I
lovely.
expected.
Yeah.
Which I expected. So yeah. So once in a while, because I'm a little short mods right now, it seems. I think I don't know where Cherry went. And some of the people that I have wrenched in here are just people that are like creators. Like if I ever have to like slow down chat, I want those people to not have to like wait to comment. I find their comments to be insightful enough to where I wrench them. So I don't really expect them to do like chat work, you know.
Blood. We're looking for urine. We're looking for vitreous humor. I don't think they got that, did they? Did they get?
Oh my
vitreous?
god, dude! Is this guy fucking serious?
Did they get the vitreous humor?
We can get it out of the belly part of the eye.
Like
I don't think they
it
got
looks
that,
like
guys.
he's looking at a fucking glossary in a textbook.
An alcohol and drug screen should be requested.
I could tell he did poorly
Other
at school.
Imaging, postmortem cross-sectional imaging, expanding experience.
Yeah, you're right. This is so boring. And
So-
how can
Like-
people sit there? And
Because
just,
it's fucking like there's 52,000 people that
Yo,
are
guys.
interested in this guy.
That
But I
was
did
sort of
notice
the
that he doesn't
standard
get a whole lot of
looking for in
views.
this document.
Like I have like 14,500
Yeah.
subs,
Again, this is
but I
heartbreaking.
get the same amount of views that
Absolutely
this guy gets
heartbreaking.
pretty much.
yeah, that,
My heart
Um,
goes out to this family, as I'm sure yours does.
So he doesn't get a lot of views. It's kind of weird.
And if there's
Let's
things
see.
that stick out,
Like this one,
as we're
7,000.
reading this to you,
yeah,
let me
7,000
know,
views,
'cause I want to know what
7,400,
those
yeah.
things are.
and it's been up. What's today? What's the date?
2
today?
days. So 17th,
It says
15th,
relative date,
17th.
and it doesn't
Okay.
put her
2
dad's
days.
name. I
Today's the
always thought that
17th.
was interesting. But they say Lindsay Neiman.
Yeah, that's not great, you know.
I mean, right.
For
I mean,
a
Death
shocking
reported
Kylie
by a
Ronnie
private
video.
dive company.
So right, and it feels like he's trying to
Called
be
death
that.
drowning.
You know, he's just trying to
Other
milk
significant conditions, none.
this shit
Manner
for
of
as
death,
much as he can.
accident,
Like
I think the
that
chat's
girl and-
asking you to turn up the volume, I guess.
date of injury.
I don't know if they can
They
hear
don't
it.
put that they didn't know the date of the injury, but I don't know why they just couldn't confirm that footage.
Don't
that we saw
complain
was
later when
actual
you're listening to
footage.
his voice.
Right, exactly. I had it down for a reason
Yeah,
because I figured
there's
you
a
guys
reason.
would rather listen to us
Decedent
than
drown
him.
in a lake while inside her vehicle.
Where's his preaching? Okay, yeah, let's do that because this is boring as fuck.
Yeah, I think like it's a Friday night baptism or some shit. I don't even know what he does on
Okay,
Friday.
Let's look for that.
But yeah, so this guy's a Christian, right? And again, there's no problem with being Christian or anything, but he's covering true crime cases, and it's the wrong way to do it, right? I mean, it's just rumors and speculation and just looking over an autopsy report and saying it doesn't exist or something's wrong.
Exactly. And I mean, you can speculate, but fucking know your place and only, vet your information properly and know the difference between a rumor and a fact and something that's confirmed. Like, it's crazy. And at least give like a a disclaimer. That's what I'll do. I'll sometimes I get thoughts where I'm thinking about how the law is probably going to work, and I'll be like, I'm not a lawyer. I would think that this and that, but I make sure to let people know I don't fucking really know what I'm talking about. I'm just kind of thinking out loud here.
But these guys would have to give disclaimers every second because they're just talking bullshit and lying the entire time about this, what happened or stuff, So
I think I found something here. Did he steal the Terminator music? What a
Terminator
dick.
Salvation. Jesus comes again.
What an asshole.
The reason why we breathe and the reason why we move and the reason why we trust him. If he's not the reason, if he's not it for us, I'm telling you, you're probably on some shaky ground. One of the ways that the Bible teaches is that you can build your house upon the rock or you can build your house upon the sand. If you build your house upon the sand, when the storm comes...
So he's a fucking wannabe televangelist, basically. Look at it, like, is the movement church is his own thing? Like, because if it is, look,
he donates to himself.
Merch. Yeah, he's got merch. He's trying to fucking shill his merch in the name of Jesus. I can't stand people like this.
What a douche.
You will not withstand. Sucks. But if you build your house on the rock, if you build your house on Jesus, you're going to be able to make it through.
Amen. Hallelujah.
We got a super shot. Evil Ash's tales of history's famous burglars. I'd rather listen to you and the mOrBiD man, not the wannabe cultist Wink. Okay.
He's our son, by the way.
Right.
We're his daddies. He's got two daddies.
Totally.
He looks more like you, though.
I don't know about you, but there's nothing.
He has
more
my skeleton and bones, but he's got your beard.
Oh, okay. Hold on. And then I got Heels in the Air. Heels in the Air is awesome. If you ever see her, she's a clip channel. She's not even monetized. She's got like over 10,000 subs, and she's not even monetized. She just likes to fucking call these people out and make funny ass fucking videos about these assholes. It's great.
Very cool. I think I saw one of the videos on your community page, and I think it was from Heels in the Air.
Oh, I always reference her content.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm gonna do now. Let's do this real quick. Let's check out Heels in the Air. Let's shill her a little bit. Crispy Critter, thank you so much. I appreciate it. And guys, make sure to subscribe to mOrBiD Reality. His link is in the description. So take a second real quick while
and make sure you buy the Movement Church hat, available in all colors. Hot pink, if you want a hot pink hat.
A hot pink cap. Yes.
Only $49.99.
So she did this 2 months ago. How did this go under my radar? Maybe it's just because I didn't know who this guy was, so I didn't care. But let's see what Heels in the Air says about this dude. I always say, blessed are the clip channels. Blessed are the clip channels. Because I love to fucking stream other people's shit and not give them any fucking room to get to fucking strike me. So it's great. And Heels in the Air has been falsely stricken by Dolly. That's another fucking moron that should be on your radar.
Yeah, I haven't been. I've heard of him from you, but
yeah, he sucks.
Cindy says, first super chat. That's so awesome. Cindy, thank you for doing that. I really appreciate it.
Hallelujah.
Your first super chat. That's a blessing.
It's a blessing.
Can you guys give
It's a
Cindy a
blessing.
shout out in the comments section?
No, it's
for
just
her
a click.
first
You click
ever
super chat and submit.
And yeah, I just thank you. Thank you guys so much. And we're gonna go into a time of giving. Let me get through some of these super chats real fast. I'm going down super stickers in order. Somebody last night was getting upset at me because I was ignoring their super stickers. Like, we were backed up on super stickers last night. Deborah Lee, thank you for that super sticker. I bless you. Dan and Marcy, I bless you. Thank you for that super sticker. The other night we were trying to set.
Wait. Is he saying I bless you?
Yeah, I said I bless you.
What a fucking asshole, dude. Hold on. I gotta hear that again.
Deborah Lee, thank you for that super sticker. I bless you. Dan and Marcy, I bless you. Thank you for that.
Who the fuck do you think you are, dude?
I bless you.
Most first-time super chats ever sent.
Thinks he's Jesus.
In the history
That shit is
chats.
blasphemous as fuck.
And I just celebrate and honor you. I'm going to need some background on you. Born, raised, struggles. I don't know. I mean, that's a really generous super chat. I thank you for that. Thank you for sowing a seed into this ministry. For me to get into my whole history, I'm on the internet 15 to 20
oh my
hours
god,
a
dude.
week
Somebody feels like this dude's worth $100. That's
where I was
crazy.
born at,
And he's so monotone.
where I
and
was
just
raised at,
whatever. I mean, he's
struggles
so
I've gone
fake.
through.
Right.
There's a whole book
Doesn't
about
matter
it.
if it's
Don't
99
stop.
cents or 100
Yeah, I'm
bucks.
calling bullshit on this guy.
Yeah,
Plenty
it's
of
insane.
information.
You got to use your eyes,
on his
people.
own
You got to
channel
see
about
what
me.
people's intentions are. You got to
So,
see their actions,
You're welcome to check that out.
not just what they're
Some
fucking
things-
spewing out of their face.
I don't really
You
want
would
to
think
talk
if he gets
about
$100
as
super
much,
chat, he'd
like,
say, "I blow you,
contribution
I will blow you."
out there to people, but anyways, I grew up in Missouri. I love the Lord.
And I like how everybody is, everybody with a degree
What
is
the?
coming on these programs saying he had Asperger's or he had, he was a slow adult. No, he was gay. Let's just listen. It's too late in the day, y'all.
Wow.
Now it's more plausible that he was easily taken advantage of.
Did you write that on your hand?
What happened?
Why am I not surprised that this dude supports homophobia?
Yeah.
Other hand.
I think
Other
he's still in the
hand. Your other
closet,
hand.
but what do I know?
Your other hand.
Oh,
And
That's
we
my-
didn't
I
accept
had the
him.
back.
And what
Yay!
And what
Come
were you
on,
doing?
That's
Pastor,
my
come out.
suspicion of that's totally my suspicion of all homophobic people. Like
Yeah, like he's going to those Jesus camps where they convert you from, being a homosexual to.
or he trolls them to
heterosexual.
meet boys.
He's really fighting the good fight there, Pastor.
Right.
Yeah. But we'd accept him. Come on out.
He did not have Asperger's.
What in the shit? Wow. Again, that's Heels in the Air. Make sure you subscribe to Heels in the Air.
Yeah,
She's
top.
an awesome kid.
Yeah, that was good.
Let me
Thank you, Heels in the Air, for that clip. Very, very cool. Takes a lot of work to do stuff like that. And
It does, man. I don't like to refer to myself as a creator because this is all I do. I just go live and just, talk shit. Like you guys, even after you dropped off, I was streaming your content, and it was great. You were making these Karen videos. They were fantastic. I love going over Karen videos. And I was streaming that all the time and trying to blow you up then, because I was always shouting you out like, yeah, this guy used to be Misery, blah 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 blah. Check him out. Make sure you subscribe. But I would stream it just because Karen's always
hella
making
funny, huh?
content.
Yeah. It's not as popular as back then, but it is still popular. I mean, you can't get enough of that stuff. So
You're right. Somebody acting like a jackass and all entitled in public is never not entertaining.
But now we got new Karens and Kevins and Kens.
We do. And speaking of which, let's look up. Let's see what old Betty's been up to. She never fails.
So Bullhorn Betty, she just goes around and to people's homes.
Basically, right. Their
harasses
jobs.
them.
Yeah, their jobs. Like what she did with the Summer Wells case was awful. I wish actually let me oh, there's another Heels in the Air video on. Okay, let's do that. Let's do exactly that.
And see, here's the difference between us and those idiots. We don't drag people like in their real life, right? We don't care what your name is in real life, right?
Totally.
Like,
Yeah.
we don't care who you work for, or what you do, or how many kids you have. We don't care. We just care that we're going to make fun of you because of the fact that you're dragging people in real life. And this is what Bullshit Betty or whoever and MGL does, Molly Come Lately, and, whoever else out there. They do real stuff to real people. So
according to MGL, I mean, all vaginas smell like chicken cutlets.
She would know. She would know.
That's what she says.
From personal experience, I'm sure.
Yeah, you got to check out Toast. You got to check out her channel. The stuff that she's done on MGL and bullshit Betty here. So here's another Heels in the Air video. Let's see. This is the newest. I haven't seen this one yet.
I'm gonna stay on this side because you guys can see a better view down the road. But again, we're still here. We're still fighting. I know you guys didn't see us yesterday. We were doing some recon and some intel type of work yesterday. That's why I don't believe that Billy Joe or Leilani will be coming to this courthouse today.
Okay, so
what the hell is that on the screen? Oh, that's a Dolly guy, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Like, and they're totally boning. Like, I don't even care about that. I just think it's funny that they try to deny it.
Are they brother and sister or what?
They might as well be.
They look like brother and sister. So
yeah. Supposedly, like, somebody sent me something saying that they that she went live like earlier this morning because she likes to go live early in the morning, and you could hear like this dipshit snoring in the background. She was trying to talk over it.
Oh my god.
but it's like just the visual of those two is disgusting, dude. Like I feel like he gets pegged,
I'm sure.
I don't know.
I'm sure.
I don't know how much you know about Betty. Do you know, like,
I don't know anything. No.
Okay, she's she now, it's not doxing because she advertises herself this way. She says, she likes to be known as Andrew Griffin as well as bullshit Betty. And so if you do a little background on Betty, she's been arrested 42 times. Almost all of them, mOrBiD, almost all of them, if they're not DUIs, they are domestic violence calls. So
Jeez.
Yeah. Like she has, dude, I was giving out for a minute there. I was selling merch. And I made like a Brady Bunch kind of parody, but just with her mugshots. There were that many. I was selling them, donating the money to victims of domestic violence.
Yeah, you probably could have done a mosaic. You know how they have like so many different boxes that you could put her mugshot and make some sort of. You could probably make this guy's face, his beard, or something out of all of those mugshots.
Yeah, so these assholes are fucking they're in Savannah, Georgia right now, and their plan basically is just to yell at the mom and grandmother of Quentin Simon. I mean, that's their whole plan. They've been streaming for hours and hours and days, standing outside of this house, loitering, and their plan is basically just to yell at these people.
Because that accomplishes what exactly?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing, except possibly interfering with an open investigation. So here they are acting like they want this justice for Quentin Simon, but the fact of the matter is they're probably interfering with an open investigation that the defense could actually use once there's an arrest made and this may go to trial. They're not doing anything productive.
And the prosecution or the prosecutors, they only have one shot at it, right? And so does the law enforcement. They can't screw up any details when they're going to take this, to court.
Right. Which is the only reason nobody's been arrested yet. They're building a case. It takes time to build a case. These people are not helping that at all.
I think these idiots, all of them, I call them StreamYard YouTubers, but you are a YouTuber that uses StreamYards. So there's a difference. Okay. So these StreamYard YouTubers, what they do is when law enforcement takes time, which you said It takes time for investigation. You want to get it correct. All your ducks in a line and facts. Well, time to them means conspiracy theory or something. Something's wrong. Something
Right.
is
Law
you know,
enforcement's not doing
being-
their job. Like
exactly.
What? And that's what these people keep saying is like law enforcement. We're gonna go protest in front of the law enforcement headquarters. It's like, please do that. I can't wait to see that. Like, because it on the plus side, it's just endless content for people like us. You know, it's just,
That's true. We don't have to come
mean-
up with much. You know, just wake up.
right.
What idiot should I? Just have a wheel of fortune type thing. The wheel of idiots.
Right.
And just
I'm not
spin that
doing
sucker.
anything exactly. I'm not doing anything mind blowing here. I'm just showing you how mind blowingly stupid these people are. That's all I do.
You know what? You should have that in your
Because I
background.
believe
The wheel of douchebags or dummies, and
Right.
put Betty on there. Put all the characters, their faces, and spin it, and then go, hey, oh, it landed on Zap.
You gotta show me how to do that. Like, because I think Gray Hughes actually does something to that effect.
Oh, does
Yeah,
That'd
Gray
be
Hughes is
hilarious.
definitely one of the good guys. Which I when I caught one of your lives, you were praising him, and rightfully so, because
Oh,
he's
yeah.
great.
he's
I
a
like-
true crimer. Like
Absolutely, like he
OG
puts
one,
in
too.
work. That dude, he puts in work, and he gets compensated fairly for it. And what he does is the majority of that money gets donated to causes and research,
that's what I heard.
and he's amazing. I like to call him the soup Nazi of YouTube because he's extremely eccentric. And I say it in the most endearing way because, like the soup Nazi, his shit is that good. You know what I mean? So, like, he gets to be totally eccentric. But if you're in his chat, you better walk a straight line, move to your left. You know?
I mean, Gray Hughes is he's just very well versed in all of the cases, like missing cases, and he just has a lot of knowledge about. You could tell, like, you can't mess with that dude. Like as far as his information,
and he covers so many cases. Like,
it's pretty insane.
He put together this one thing. It turned out to be debunked, but it was a hell of an observation on his part because he was covering a totally separate case when the Gabby Petito thing was going on, and there was the double murder in Moab, and it was these two women, and he had put together, like, he was like, wait a second, like Brian Laundrie was there when those two women were murdered. He was the one that put that together. Now, eventually law enforcement had, they looked into it and they debunked it, but it was a hell of an observation on his part. He's also responsible for layering the daytime image over the footage of Kylie's car going in the water. And that is just amazing. Like, I'm just simply grateful to him for that because it's indisputable. You're looking at and when Gray says something like 100%, I think that is Kylie's car going in the water. 100%. That means, yeah. That means, yeah, because Gray doesn't do irresponsible speculation in the slightest bit. He never does.
The crazy thing with these assholes is that they still will try to drag the victims' families with misinformation, even if they have a video like the fire cam footage. Okay, even if they have other evidence, and then on top of that they have the autopsy results and the cause of death. Now, with all those facts and evidence, they still throw their hands up. What happened? Oh my God.
Totally.
Yeah.
It's hilarious. This guy right here, I mean, it would be hilarious if it wasn't so fucking infuriating. Like this guy here, Dolly, was saying that it was just UFOs. He was saying that the headlights that we were seeing were UFOs. I mean, this is the kind of genius, brilliance that we're looking at here.
I believe, like I've been telling everybody, that this baby was recovered Friday. So I'm believing the autopsy is probably performed over this weekend to find out the cause of death.
Okay. Okay. Let's touch on that for a second. that there has been no announcement that Quentin Simon has been recovered in any way, shape, or form. He's just presumed deceased based on the evidence that has been collected by law enforcement so far.
Correct.
That's it. That's it.
Yeah.
They, you know,
I believe
and
they're
I
still
don't.
looking for the remains, right?
They are.
body, yeah.
As far as we know, yes. I mean, they would have gone public and said that they had the body if that were the case.
Yeah.
And they found him.
But there's always the evidence that builds up to just coming to that conclusion that there was a homicide, something happened here, you know,
Right.
at the scene or whatever they saw.
And I don't
determination.
see they're saying, oh well, we're, you know, law enforcement's not doing their job because they decided to call off the search for the weekend and pull back a little bit. Now, there's the rumor because of the text message that Billy Joe, Quentin's grandmother, sent somebody saying that he was in a landfill. If I personally don't believe that law enforcement thinks that he is or believes that he's in that landfill, because they would be searching in that landfill. That, like, tirelessly, they would be searching that landfill, I'm sure. Right. You know, they wouldn't be like, okay, well, Saturday and Sunday we're not going to search. They would be trying to get that evidence because, you know, as dark as this is, we're talking about a toddler who is deceased, and if he's in a landfill, the elements in that landfill are going to affect him being, unfortunately, evidence that would lead to him getting justice. So I don't think that they would just kind of sit on their hands if they thought that he was actually in that landfill.
Oh no, they would take it grid by grid, you know, the entire plot of whatever that they have to search. I mean, they've done this multiple times in the past. Whenever a body is dumped or presumed dumped in a landfill, they'll take it grid by grid by grid, and they'll cover massive amounts of land to find that body.
And they'll do it in a very organized fashion. And we're talking about professionals, not volunteers, not, you know, just professionals that do this. And this is Savannah, Georgia. It's a pretty major city. You know what I mean? It's not some country bumpkin town where, you know, things don't happen.
Right.
Once that cause of death is determined, that's when they're going to issue the arrest warrants for rEaLiTy, which I'm hoping is today. So we're going to head out there. We're going to scope her out. We're going to find her today.
Idiot.
Hopefully, we all get to see her ass go to jail where she belongs. Love you guys.
Dude, imagine that guy stepping on your porch, just in your front yard, to solve a crime.
Who's seen her?
Right.
Who's seen her in the court?
I mean, and so many people support this shit.
The court paper that says she appeared, or is it just a text message?
I ain't seen nothing. It says,
Okay.
hold on my screen. I gotta get back to the screen now.
Another streamer in his car driving dangerously.
I'm not gonna let you do this one.
This kills me, man.
Yeah.
She went to court, and everybody's talking about her and Billy Joe being there. What was the outcome?
And who would have been there to catch him being there? There's nobody there.
Oh, they're definitely knocking boots.
Totally. They absolutely are. Without a doubt.
Imagine the child that would come out of that breeding.
It's really so stupid.
And I'm really glad that I got the opportunity to confront Avery last night, you know, just to throw a little drama in the whole mix. Like, she's fucking crazy.
I don't even know who that is. I mean, I remember the loud person, the lady. Yeah, she was pretty psychotic. Very weird.
I mean, I guess that she used to be a mod for him, and I guess they were, like, you know, sending pics and shit like that to each other, which is, you know, whatever. But she apparently has a protection order against him, and then she went out to this place to fucking troll him. Like, you can't do that. She's like, well, I was across the street. I was just like, dude, you don't realize how fucking crazy that is? Like, And I don't like this guy. I don't like this guy, but I mean, in that instance, like I had to like defend him in the sense that like it's like you're trying to make yourself out to be some sort of victim, but you're totally stalking them. Like, what's wrong with you?
Well, that's the problem. You're trying to make sense out of, something you can't make sense out of. People you can't, just don't have any common sense, honestly.
Yeah. I mean, I probably wouldn't have even addressed her had I not been drinking, but I'm glad that I like called her out and called her fucking crazy. Like she sent me a fucking dick pic of that dude without any warning. I just opened an email and there it was. And I was just like, why the fuck do you think I want that? Like what is that? That girl's crazy, dude.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
So guys, again, this is a 48-hour trip that has now turned into a week. So if you guys would like to do your part or help support us, $5 goes a long way. You see the Venmo, the Cash App, and the PayPal. Any support that you guys can do, we're here, whether we get donations or not, but just to let you know, this stuff does cost money, real hard, cash. But we're doing the best with the budget that we have, and we're going to continue to be here until
How much
this
money
is
does
resolved.
it cost
What happens if I turn it
sit
on
in
and
front
point
of
them at each
someone's
other?
house?
Right.
Oh my God!
Her McDonald's bill. I mean, what is she ordering?
Like she calls
Uber
what she does work. Like that's not work, man. Like there's footage of her like what she does is she first of all, she doesn't have any kids, right? But she crashes like these school board meetings where she lives and just it's loud as fuck. Yeah, she is okay. You're gonna love this. You'll appreciate this more than anybody. She literally after the Gabby Petito thing in Florida where she lives, there was literally an anti-Karen law that she inspired made. Like they presented the bill and they passed it. I forgot what it's called, but when it's described, it's like, oh, basically, yeah, no Karens. She is the epitome of a Karen, the absolute, like, the Karenest Karen ever.
Yeah, I would be embarrassed to have her as a family member or even a friend. I would cut bait right there.
Yeah, she's fucking terrible, dude.
But I'm sure her parents are proud.
I mean, yeah, apparently she lives with her mom or her mom lives with her in her house or something like that. I don't know. But her mom would like drive her to some of these locations.
Oh my God.
Shit,
they're
man.
both losers.
Right. So
what
now
does your daughter do for a living? Harass people in front of their houses?
Basically, right. Oh, what's she doing these days?
Stupid
well,
shit,
she's
as
not
usual.
getting arrested for beating up men. She's not getting arrested for beating up men. Well, she's yelling through a bullhorn and trying to get news coverage.
You better watch out, Dolly. She might beat you up, boy.
Yeah, I haven't seen this yet. So she's in front of the courthouse. Why? I don't know, but let's find out.
That's like a Karen thumbnail.
It totally is. Like she's absolutely a Karen, and her fucking hairdo is it's just fucking jokes for days. Like
Raggedy
it's
Ann.
so fried, man. Like
she dyed or she bleached the shit out of that hair.
Totally. Yeah. Like her
just shriveled up noodles on top of her head.
Her hairdo like looks like it's been in a knife fight in one.
It's starting to look like pubic hair.
Who are you shushing? The fuck are you talking about?
She's talking to her
like
phone.
This is her video. Like, okay, what is she? Okay, let's. Okay.
Related to the custody of Zane as well as Sky. So we're just here. This is a juvenile case. We're not going to get into these types of courts. So we're just out here monitoring the situation. As you can see down here is the courthouse. So we're right here, and this is going to be kind of the direction of our camera. So why don't you say hi to everybody? Watch out.
What's up, YouTube? Like she said, we're out here at the courthouse. We really doubt that Leilani's going to be here today. maybe Billy Joe, but we're gonna give them a little while to finish up their court hearing, and then we're gonna go hunt down Leilani. So you guys stay tuned. I will be live with you guys later today. Bullhorn Betty's gonna hold it down here at the courthouse for a little while. I got some other stuff I got to take care of.
Why do I get the feeling that bullshit Betty's crotch looks just like his face?
Well, you know what? Her hair looks like his beard, you know.
It's so gross.
Guys, later. Be good.
All right. So again, I'm just going to stand on this side. Actually, I'm going to stand on this side because you guys can see a better view down the road.
Let's just film all these people who don't want to be filmed.
We're still fighting. I know you guys didn't see us yesterday. We were doing some recon and some intel type of work yesterday, as well as a special surprise for you guys that you guys haven't.
I would like to
yet.
see that post-it note recon.
Again, I don't anticipate.
It's like one word. Recon.
Recon.
To be honest with you, I don't even think Billy Joe's going to be here. There's no point for her to be here. She's not going to retain custody.
And you know Betty's got Dolly 6 with a strap on.
I think she got the herpes right there on the upper lip.
Totally.
I see that.
What has happened in that home, the state of Georgia is taking possession of those children, and it's going to be court ordered today. So that's why I don't believe that Billy Joe or Leilani will be coming to this courthouse today. So
why the fuck are you there then?
See, this is the exact reason.
Hey, beautiful. Hello. The dynamite, the pseudo is back.
She and everybody else, like Dolly and her. It's the exact reason I want to hold off on building the wall, because we need to escort these fuckers out of our country and then build a wall so they can't come back in.
That's what we need a wall for.
Yeah. Just get these idiots out and then
totally agree.
And then build that wall real quick.
Right.
Okay, Betty's out, guys. Dolly and Betty are out. Build a wall.
So fucking crazy, dude. Like, these people are insane.
Back. We're going to be here for a while. I don't, I'm still sitting here waiting for her to go to jail. Like, if Chatham County Police Department hates,
and she claims to be like a paralegal, and she's even tried to say that she's a lawyer, and it's like, but everything that she does screams that she knows jack shit about how the law works at all. Yeah. Like, dude, I fucking the last grade that I completed was the 8th grade. Dude, and I know more about the law than she does. It's crazy. I mean, I got like a high school equivalency years later or whatever, but still, like, I mean,
just a total waste of time just standing out there doing nothing except possibly interfering with an investigation, making fucking jury selection more difficult, all kinds of shit that they're doing that's absolutely counterproductive to what they're trying to actually, or what they say they're trying to do. And it's like she's pretending she's being interviewed by the news, local news or something. But it's her iPhone. It's her iPhone 6.
Which she has her supporters, 6. Right, which her supporters bought her, because, she needed a MacBook Pro. She had a wish list with like the most ridiculous, crazy shit on there. It was insane. Like, I still don't have a wish list. I feel kind of stupid for not having one, but
I wonder if people actually buy her shit though.
They do. Yeah. It's insane, dude. They do. Like, she has a crazy, weird, like, support system. It's so strange.
For so much, why don't you just put her in jail, and I'll leave. Right? We'll leave. We'll monitor this from afar. But while you guys are playing,
like. How's that not the most let me just, like, I don't want to freeze this
diplomatic approach with
I don't think you wanted to be on camera. This, like, she's sitting here and she's basically like, this is as Karen as it gets, dude. Tell me it's not. She's saying, arrest her and I'll leave. She's basically saying that I'm here to annoy, to frustrate, and if you arrest her, then we'll leave. So
yeah, that's how the justice system works. Mm-hmm.
That's what she thinks, because she's a fucking paralegal, apparently. So, I mean, dude, that's the most Karen-ish shit in the world. Like, I'm gonna fucking just hold you hostage with annoyance until
do you think she's
you
really
do what I want
this?
you to do.
Do you think she's really this dumb, or is
Yeah.
she just doing this for, clout, or I don't know?
Both. She's yeah. I think MGL. This is the thing: is I think MGL knows exactly how shitty she is. She knows the difference between right and wrong, and chooses to do wrong because it's more financially, it's more monetarily, she's going to make more money that way. And this person right here, she honestly believes that she's doing some good, that she's some sort of warrior.
Okay. And that's scary.
It's very scary. Yeah. I mean, like I said, we're talking about somebody who's fucking still hasn't taken any accountability. She's been arrested 42 times, and a good chunk of those were domestic violence, people that she told that she loved and beat them to the point to where the police had to be called and put her in handcuffs. And she still claims that she was the one that was abused by all of these different men. And we're like, no, dude, no, that's not.
Right.
Like one of the police reports, like she wasn't even wearing pants. She was caught with like ecstasy and cocaine, and was shit-faced drunk and threatened to kill the police officer's family. And insane, just crazy.
Does this Betty have a big following on YouTube? Or is it just like
it's growing because she does shit like this, and unfortunately there's people are stupid.
They flock over.
Right. I mean, she has 16,500 subs.
Oh yeah, she's doing it for the money.
Sure. Absolutely. She openly begs for it. It's crazy.
And here's the thing, like people like her or Zav Girl, what job could they do to actually make the same amount of money they're making off YouTube? Nothing.
That's what's crazy. I did a live stream. I'm glad you brought that up, because I did a live stream about a week ago or so, where I talked about Zav Girls, and I actually pulled up I forget what the site is called. It's not Social Blade. It's not Social Blade, but it's another one like it.
Okay.
And it showed a graph of super chats. It showed how much money she's made in super chats, and a graph of when the strongest super chats and the most were coming in as far as a timeline goes. And it was since the Kylie Rodney thing started. She made, in the period of time of the Kylie Rodney case being a thing, she made over $30,000 just in super chats.
That is crazy.
Right. So she made a teacher's salary that takes a year to make.
And probably, I don't know where she lives, but let's say, I'm sure it's not that expensive. She probably doesn't live in California or New York or something like that. So it's 30,000 just in super chats. And then her membership, I don't know, that could be another, got 4,000 a month, 3,000 a month.
That's crazy. I mean, that's not including the memberships. That's not including PayPal and Cash App, Oh,
dude, her ad revenue, like average monthly, is about 8,000, 9,000. It ranges from like 7,000 to 9,000 on the conservative end. So let's say it's 8,000. Just in AdSense revenue. So add that to the 30,000 plus the membership she gets, and that's a good
there's
living.
There's another idiot that we'll go over too, after we listen to her a little bit more. A mother I found a new toy that I think that you'll enjoy.
Done some of the worst type of crime to her own child, and you guys are still playing diplomatic. Like that's done past.
Nobody's playing diplomatic. Idiot.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. I see you guys all in here.
What does that even mean, playing diplomatic over?
She thinks that the police are just being nice. Like, no, stupid. They're trying to build an airtight case that can't be that no doubt can be created in a court. In a courtroom. Like what? That's how the law works. Stupid. Like all you got to do is watch Law and Order. That's really, you know what I mean?
She needs help. Like no, seriously, like serious mental.
She won't
help.
Yeah, she won't get it. She won't take any accountability for her behaviors. Like everything is always justified. You know, everything's always an excuse.
And imagine we
Not
walk
here.
among these people.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Can you imagine like being her neighbor?
Oh
It's gotta suck. It's gotta suck.
That would be the worst, dude.
Right. I mean,
Oh my
she's
God.
the Karen. She literally inspired an anti-Karen law in Florida where she lives because of her shit. It's crazy.
Dude, I would evict myself.
It's past time for her to be in jail. Absolutely. So glad you are there. Let us know what's really going on. Yeah. So just let me give you guys an idea of what I anticipate going on here.
Oh,
today,
please do that.
Okay. What me personally, now this is just my opinion of the information here. Yeah, I'm not in the courthouse, as you can see. I've already brought up to our channel and the people that are here. I've already told you guys that Billy Joe is not coming out of this unscathed because she was the responsible party. She was the one that was ordered to protect these children from their mother, and she handed him to her mother, and this has happened. So the idea that Billy Joe is walking away from here free and clear, I just don't see. I don't see that being the case for her. Now, I'm sure because of the situation, I don't know how the courts are going to handle that, especially her coming to the courts, asking for custody, telling the courts that she's
mOrBiD. She also likes to refer to herself as a member of the press because she has like a press pass that she ordered online.
Is it that blue lanyard that she's wearing around her neck?
Yeah, probably. Most likely. And
it looks legit. I think you could buy that on Amazon or something. It's probably on her Amazon wish list. Can you buy me a media lanyard?
She's something else, man. Like, because like what's really funny is like she tried to go to that last press conference. She tried to get in it and they wouldn't let her in, even with her, credentials that she likes to call
credentials.
And Dolly was all mad. Dolly all took up for it. He was like, they wouldn't let Betty in. They just, I don't understand these people. They wouldn't let Betty in. They wouldn't, they saw her credentials and they wouldn't let Channel 28 in either. But the only
Are
reason,
you sure you're not Dolly?
Yeah, I get a lot of compliments on that impression. Thank you. So like, but the lady that like basically what she ends up admitting is that she like bullied her way to the door, right? And she was trying to force her way in, but Channel 28 was trying to get in, like a legitimate media source was trying to get in, and they wouldn't let her in they wouldn't let them in just to keep her out.
Right.
Like, that's fucking crazy. Like, I mean, these people, she calls herself a media source, right? But like, what's really funny about that is that she's never legitimized in any way, shape, or form ever. Anywhere she goes, nothing. Nobody ever gives her any type of respect at all whatsoever. And she just doesn't see this and go, well, maybe I should, actually go to college like all other mainstream reporters do. They actually go to college for journalism and they get a degree. She thinks, well, I ordered a press pass online and it makes me just as, reputable as them. And it's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, that press pass is probably just bullshit.
It is.
Yeah.
I mean, because
anybody could sign, anyone could get one. I mean, you could get one if you wanted. You just show them your, but it doesn't mean you're going to go into every freaking press conference or anything. There's certain
she's
credentials.
Buddies with exactly, and she's buddies with this dude named Jonathan Lee Riches, and that dude, I don't know. You should look into him. You'll have some fun looking into him. This guy did 10 years in prison for filing phony lawsuits, like frivolous lawsuits, like on a mass crazy level. Wow. This is a dude who made videos praising the Sandy Hook shooter, and he's totally off the rails, this guy. He's been kind of chill these days, more or less. That's why I haven't really been talking about him. He usually spends most of his time hanging out at Trump rallies, but he's a racist fucking asshole. And he doesn't claim her like ever, yet she drops his name all the time. It's really funny. But he never claims her. Holly, I don't want to say your last name, but thank you for the PayPal. I appreciate that. But yeah, it's insane. Jonathan Lee Riches is a nutcase.
Look at Betty, the proximity from her and the courthouse or the parking structure, whatever's over there. She's so far away. Like, yeah, she's really making a difference, you know. You got other folks walking back and forth. Like, what is this lady doing here?
Right.
What is this Karen doing in the way? Talking to her phone.
I need my chat to help me out because I can't remember this girl's name. She's the psychic girl that she had the fart box. Remember that? I want to go over her stuff because I haven't looked into what she said about this autopsy.
Was that Candace Starr?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you. Look at you.
I just ran across that name like last week. I
Same
haven't
here.
seen any other videos.
Let's go over that, dude. Let's find her real quick.
I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Can you hold the fort down? Of course
I'll try.
Yeah. Try your best. I know you've only been doing it for 4 years, okay?
There we go. So yeah, man, what do you guys show some love for mOrBiD reality, man? He'll be back in a second, but yeah, I'm a big fan of this guy. I've always liked his content. Thank you, Tiffany Taboo. Yeah, we're about to watch some of her bullshit. I'm surprised Teals hasn't done anything on her yet. Kelsey 206. I'm sorry.
All right.
Oh yeah, I did hear that. So she wasn't even at the right courthouse.
Oh, that was the wrong courthouse?
Yeah.
Wow, what a winner. Winner, chicken dinner.
Yeah, so you guys who aren't subscribed to mOrBiD, man, take a second, go into my description on this video. The very bottom there is the link to his channel. Please subscribe. I want this guy blowing up.
And here's the thing with us,
me
right?
to do it. But
Here's the thing with us, like you don't fall for bullshit, you know, like you know how people send you clips of, let's say, me in the past, or it's like you've done that before. Remember, you're like, I don't fucking follow that shit. Well, what I love is we would never have drama, you know, like we would never. I mean, we're like guys who just would never even think about that.
Right, and unless you call just telling somebody to shut the fuck up and, you know, yelling at him and calling him stupid like I did last night, drama, you know, then okay, that's fair. But
we were just having fun.
Right. Yeah, it was definitely.
But we were trying to make a point, trying to direct a new person into the right direction, you know. But
yeah, absolutely. I mean, I was trying to help her out. I even posted in community that live, and then I took it down because, you know, it's not my proudest moment. It was just us dicking around and having a good time.
Yeah, pretty much.
Insulting each other and just
pretending we don't know each other. Yeah.
Right. Okay, let's find.
By the way,
let's look at this fucking. Okay, Kylie Ronnie, you want proof? I got proof. Is the title of this video. Now, what I hate about this creator right now, like I don't have it up, but she has her videos set to you can't skip ads so that she gets all the revenue. Thank you, Just Megs.
Oh.
Okay,
Dude, do you use Google Chrome?
Yeah.
So when you have time, there's a ad blocker extension.
Yeah, Cherry's always telling me to do that. Like,
yeah,
Cherry's my right hand mod, and she like is always calling me a boomer and a troll.
Yeah, because you're not technically savvy. I know.
I'm not at all. Like, I'm gonna need some help. Like, you offered help, and I'm gonna be hitting you up on that shit.
Oh fuck! Now the drama begins.
Yeah, because like mOrBiD just does pretty much what I do, but better because he knows how to computer.
No, you've been doing a pretty damn good job yourself for,
I mean, if you like my loud mouth, sure, see what I mean? This is how she talks to me.
Ad blocker boomer.
Yeah. Cherry, if you could just fucking drop his channel link and shut the fuck up and do something productive for once. God damn it. And I'm totally kidding. She's like, if I lost Cherry, this channel would go down. She is my rock.
Yeah, you gotta have some of them.
Absolutely. Let's hear this.
This is Candace Star.
I think I found more proof that Kylie Rodney, almost 17-year-old, she was a few days shy of 17-year-old, did not drown, according to the autopsy report that was made. Okay.
What?
Now we are looking at
kidding me.
It's not even a minute in.
This is Bella Watts. She's
Bella
4 years
Watts.
old. Okay.
Oh God.
And I'm going to scroll.
Why do they always go back to that fucking case?
Where is it?
How are they tied?
Here's
How is she going
Bella's.
to tie this?
Her respiratory system. Okay. The right and left lung weighs 160 and 140.
And the lack of shame to fucking do this. Like, Bella Watts was a toddler, dude. Like, what the fuck is wrong with this idiot?
100 what pounds?
Need I say more?
And she has like, dude, look at how many subs she has. She has like 77,000 subs.
Than a almost 17-year-old that drowned. And if you drown,
and she's the stupidest person that I've ever come across on YouTube.
That's the thing. The stupider you are, and the more nutty you come off, more idiots just follow, because there are a lot of idiots in this world.
Right. It's really disheartening because it makes you realize how many fucking idiots there are out there. You know what I mean? You're like, God.
Yeah.
Drowned, you should have your lungs weighing more because of the liquids. Okay.
Oh my God.
This literally is a 4-year-old that has lungs bigger than Kylie's. Let's see. This is Celeste Watts. And her respiratory, the right and left lung weighs 180
what a piece of
and
shit this lady is.
160 grams.
Okay. And?
Do you follow?
No.
Kylie's
yeah, we follow. You're an idiot.
In her report are
Right.
not the size that they're supposed to be. Okay.
I think my penis is 160
Now they did say there was some decomposing, but there's levels to decomposing where it's just blistering, where it's just turning colors.
There's
they
no
don't.
liquid
They say
in
it's unremarkable. It's smooth, meaning there's no bumps or anything like that. Okay. Hold on 1 second. I wanna take you somewhere else. Hold on. Let me see if it's here. Hold on.
Yeah, the video looks totally legit with her screen.
Here you go.
Capture.
Lungs.
Video
Lung
capture.
weights of children from birth to 12 years old, right, have been published. At birth, the lungs weigh about 40 grams and double in weight by 6 months. So that's 80 grams for a 6-month-old baby.
Oh my God, dude.
Mature respiratory,
can't even pronounce it.
right, appear at approximately 36 weeks of gestation.
I mean,
yeah.
if you're gonna reference shit that you have to read, like, learn how to read first.
Dude, she doesn't even like edit it. Like, if I couldn't pronounce it, I'd go to Google. How do you pronounce Aleligiba? And then
Right, and then re-record. Right.
Yeah.
That's kind of the luxury of editing, isn't it?
But this is like lazy lazy content. Just hey, whatever.
Totally.
Yeah, gestation, right? And continue to develop until about 2 years of age. By 2 years, when most of the process is complete.
And she has like 5 kids too. Like,
oh Lord.
Yeah.
So we got to deal with generations of this.
I said the same thing the first time I covered her.
Great.
I said almost exactly the same thing. I was just like, "Fuck!" Now there's 6 of them. Fuck.
So our kids have to deal with their kids.
Exactly.
Our grandkids have to deal with
total
their grandkids.
lung weight is approximately
We're outnumbered, dude.
170 grams.
Yeah.
By 2 years old.
This is definitely an uphill battle.
Kylie's was 100 and 110. And they make no mention of any piece of her lungs missing. Okay. There is no way Kylie's lungs were submerged in water and she drowned and they, there's no way. There's just no way. This don't even make sense. 100 grams is about the size of our uterus. Okay, that's like the size of your fist. No freaking way.
So you're a fucking medical examiner now, right? Like, and you know that Kylie's lungs would have water in them, and that much water after the fact, like, unreal.
I couldn't even follow the stupidity that came out of that entire.
It's not even halfway.
Gibberish.
It's just over halfway done. Like I'm
no freaking way
digging into this bitch.
A 4-year-old who was suffocated, meaning all her air was pushed out of her lungs, has a bigger lung than a 16-year-old who actually is supposed to have the water in her lungs. Do you follow?
Nope.
Yeah.
And by the way, mOrBiD, just off the subject, this is a very limey friendly environment. Like Cherry is a limey, and so we get the card to use the C word. We can say cunt and twat here.
Okay.
Yeah, in the
my
English
favorite word.
sense. Exactly. Yeah. So you have the card to use it.
Okay. I just don't want you to get demonetized or anything.
Dude.
All my lies got demonetized, but
dude, do you not know how to fix that? I'll tell you. Yeah, I'll tell you about it when we're done here. But yeah, you can absolutely fix that.
Yeah.
This is Bella's, the 4-year-old.
Yeah, see, she's smart. It is. It's very sick. She's smart in the sense that she knows that that's going to get her views when she compares the autopsy report.
Yeah, they're not even related to. I mean, there's no relation
because there's just so many fucking morons out there that are still obsessed with the Watts case. So she's really manipulative here. I just can't. I just can't imagine that somebody made 5 people with her. It's crazy to me.
Oh my god. I hope she doesn't teach him math.
Right.
She probably homeschools them. She's the type that would just
160
I think she does.
140 grams. This is a problem for me. This is a major problem for me because and the fact that there was no testing done. There was no mention of testing on the lungs. I looked at Kanika's autopsy, and her lungs were about almost 300 grams. But my thing is, when they opened her lung, there was fluids in her lungs. There's not supposed to be fluids in Kanika Jenkins' lungs. There was fluids when they opened her up.
So what? They switched the bodies between cases?
Report,
what's going on?
Am I recording? Oh, good. Whew. In Kylie's report,
wow.
It mentions no fluids when
great
they
content.
Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Could have edited that out too.
There's no way that this girl's lungs was 100 grams and 110 grams.
So
that is a
dumb.
child's. I'm sorry. Let me see. Here.
I feel sorry for her cell phone. Has to collect all this stupid data. Screenshots. Bullshit screenshots.
Calamity Jade, thank you so much. The glare, but she did 4 years of college in the medical field and use all the limey words. P.S. She unschools them. See, I get blessings from all the limeys, dude, to say fucking cunt and twat. It's awesome. Like, this is a dream gig, dude.
I may have to use it on this lady.
And I mean that not in the misogynistic sense, but in the English sense. So I'll try to use an accent. She's a fucking cunt.
Yeah.
She's a cunt.
Oops. Come on. Here you go.
And what do you say? You say fucking.
2 years of age, it should
Like
be
Conor
170 grams. So
Right.
Kylie's lungs wasn't even developed for a 2-year-old? Are you kidding me? A 2-year-old got bigger lungs than Kylie Rodney, who drowned. Whose lungs should be stretched out with water. Who should have absorbed a lot of water and became a very heavy weight. Is only 100 grams, and a 2-year-old got bigger lungs than Kylie Rodney.
I bet you.
This is why I can't
the babies
believe
have
anything
bigger
anybody
brains
tells
than this
me.
lady. This
I
lady
can't.
just. Her
I
brain
gotta
is
use
just
my own
tiny.
intuition and common sense. You know, you could push a video in my face all day. You could do whatever you want, but there comes a time when you just gotta use your common sense.
Oh yeah, right.
Right or wrong. What do you think about this? Tell me in the comments.
Oh my god.
What the?
Look,
When
you
gas
can't
prices
skip
rise,
these.
you realize how fast 10 cents adds up.
Can you
I need to
believe
get that ad
she
blocker.
has it? She has it set to where like you can't skip them. Dude. It's so fucking shitty.
She runs ads on that piece of shit video.
I mean, yeah, she runs ads on everything. Hold on. I gotta find her spirit box shit. That shit is fucking crazy.
Dude, I ran across a video in my feed of, she looked like the vegan lady. I don't know if you remember her from TikTok. And she's covering the Kylie Rodney case, and she's doing she's doing the tarot card readings, and then she's also like doing the
That's
psychic
that loud girl, right? That really loud one.
I don't know her name. But I just ran across the video.
Didn't she get booted from Home Depot?
I have no idea, but she was pretending like she was talking to Kylie Rodney's dead body and shit on her live or something.
Oh my
I don't know.
god!
Does
dude.
anyone know that in the chat? I'm not even sure. But it was just really spooky, and there's people in there like, yeah, and she's like, oh, Kylie says she, something like loves this, and blah blah blah. It's just,
Yeah, like she does that shit, like, and she like talks to these spirits supposedly, and when they come through her spirit box, they sound like farts. It sounds like a fart machine. It's hilarious. Oh, I got her muted.
So I've had a stressful
better
day
muted.
today.
Right.
Things you know, things you don't know. Just stressful day, and I just don't wanna. I don't want to feel bitter. I don't want to feel angry. I don't want to feel upset.
dude, you could hear the crying kids in the background.
I know.
I don't
Like,
want to feel overwhelmed. So I'm gonna show you.
but you
right
know,
now.
it's really important that she doesn't feel overwhelmed. Just for the record.
Okay, so rewind. A couple of months ago, rewind further. About a year and a half ago, almost a year and a half now, I spray painted a chalkboard in my baby's room, and I didn't put a mask on. I didn't think I would need one. Nobody told me to put one on.
Kids are fucking totally unsupervised, probably stabbing each other and shit. She doesn't fucking care.
Yeah. Oh, she needs a mask. An entire facial mask to cover
totally
cover her eyes, her nose, her mouth.
Yeah.
I got chemical burns in my esophagus, like through my nose, onto my vocal cords. Okay, and I couldn't talk for like over 8 months. Once I could talk,
Oh man,
I developed
that must have been the most amazing 8 months ever for anybody that knows her personally.
Absolutely. YouTube, especially.
Exactly.
Scar tissue. So now come to the
she's
present
bullshit.
time.
She
A couple
lost her
months
voice
ago,
for 8 months.
I won.
Yeah, I call bullshit on that.
With Cheryl Porter, her vocal method. She won on the Ellen DeGeneres show, and the Ellen DeGeneres show ended up gifting her $10,000, and she picked out students that she felt could use the scholarship, and I was one of them. Holy shit. I couldn't believe it, right?
Bullshit.
So, with that being said,
Receipts.
I've
I wanna
never
see
had
receipts.
training before this. I'm still on like
Yeah,
a couple lessons
I
in
want
lesson one
I want to see
because
receipts.
I'm not trying to like just rush through it. Again, I'm injured, so you know. But this is how
She's injured.
I relieve my tension and not get consumed with the negative energy and do my best.
Yeah.
To stay
So, simple life days. I don't like saying, sometimes I don't like saying names because, you know, like, and I like to be that dick because I get messages from these people sometimes like, you didn't credit my channel. I'm like, suck a dick, fuck off. I don't want to fucking promote her. She sucks. We're just here to make fun of her. That's it.
Yeah, it's douchebag at idiot.com.
Right. Yeah. It's fucking.
No, it's cunt. It's red cunt.
It's robust Little Mermaid.
enlightened in such hard freaking times. Yeah. All right, so let's just have fun. Let's just have fun real quick. Okay, this is kind of loud, so I'm gonna head over there.
Wow.
The way you're setting that tone for me, I don't mean to brag. I be like, put it in a bag.
This is fucking great.
How embarrassing.
Hold on. Let's have some fun here.
Sounds like Ryan Upchurch. It's Rihanna Upchurch.
Hold on, let's go back a little bit.
If I like it, then that's what I get.
She's the next Cher, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, and by share, mOrBiD means fucking voices behind my balls share.
Like, how did Dr. Dre miss this one? You know?
Exactly. He's missing out, man. Upchurch would sign her in a second, though.
They could do the duet together, a TikTok duet. Actually, sounds better.
It does.
It's like the Christmas chipmunk song.
We just added like so much talent to her.
Dude, who the hell does this? Like, records this. Like, this is a long song, and this is on 2 speed.
Fucking terrible.
Run for the hills. Dude, she's still going, man.
Wow. You suck.
She's not twerking her ass, she's twerking her fat cheeks.
Oh, Lord.
My God. Is she wearing like a bathrobe and doing that stuff?
Dude.
She's just coming out of the shower.
I don't know what the fuck is going on with her. Hold on. Hold on. We gotta find.
You know, after seeing that singing job, she's legit. I think she knows how to read autopsy reports. It's confirmed. She knows all medical terms and all that. It's pretty clear, folks.
How many people are in my chat right now? 439. If there's not at least 300 more subs to mOrBiD rEaLiTy, I'm gonna fucking keep finding singing from this chick and keep playing
Torture you guys.
Exactly. Right.
And then I'm gonna show the same singing on my channel next time, and then you guys will all unsub.
You guys better fucking jump into that fucking description and sub to this dude.
Oh, we got time. And you know what? we're a duo, and there's too many shitheads out there. We're gonna need some more help. But
oh my god, man, Mirai
this is
Sakata.
a matching in heaven, appearing in heaven, whatever, or in hell, I guess.
Yeah,
for some.
Oh my god, this look at her face, bro. Like somebody
Whoa,
fucking kisses
daddy.
that mouth.
Whoa, daddy.
Like somebody kissed.
Is this
that
the
mouth,
same
man.
lady?
Yeah.
So my name is Candace. This is Catalina back there. We've been doing your vocal method for since October. She knows your warm-ups. I know your warm-ups. You wanted me to tell you what music means to me, and I don't know if I can do that without getting emotional. So if you have time to listen, here we go. I've been against all odds since birth.
She like 50,
and
60?
The only reason why I feel like I'm still here, living, is because of music. It took me out of such a traumatized and just a lot of stuff, like everything you could possibly think of. Music has brought me out of it. I'm trying not to cry because
You can hear the kid's pacifier in the background, like whatever it is, like a fucking iPad of cartoons or whatever the fuck.
Does she
while
just
does
lock
this
them in the
bullshit.
room or something, or what?
Like, I don't know.
It's just weird.
But you can hear like the boing boing boing, like
That looks like
weird.
the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. The face, leather face.
Totally looks like Leatherface.
Yeah, right
oh
there.
My God. Great pause. Yes.
Oh man.
because it messes up my voice when I cry. Without getting into too much detail.
Oh my God. Nobody
Sorry.
gives a fuck.
Music saved my life, and I was thinking about 3 songs to sing for you.
I can't fucking stand
before-
people that say that shit. Music
Dude,
saved my life. Dude.
Fuck you,
dude.
music, for saving her life. Why did you have
Right.
to do this?
Right. Now I hate music. Thanks.
Yeah.
I tell you which songs. I just want to let you know I had this eardrum ruptured twice. I had this eardrum ruptured once. I had a traumatic brain injury from domestic violence, and I couldn't hear for a very long time. I couldn't sing for about 5 years.
Wow.
That also,
Dude,
did something to me in my
Christ.
soul. It broke me.
Sad fishing
I
at
since
its
I was like 3,
best.
4 years old. I got the pictures, and I just always knew I was a singer. Like I just knew it. I've never had training. Only the stuff that I've been doing.
I
with
don't
you.
see tears
out of
coming out.
town.
She's
Last
wiping
year,
stuff,
I
but I don't see
created a
tears.
her bedroom, and
Get out of town. She's never had
I didn't
singing
know I was wearing a
training.
mask. I didn't know
I'm
it was only that hard.
shocked.
So I inhaled it, and I ended up getting chemical burns in my nose and down my esophagus onto my vocal cords.
Didn't you say that in the last video we were
and my
just
voice
talking
sound the
about?
same ever since. Very
Yep.
robotic-y. I didn't have a voice. Like it's been a year, and it's still not back to where it used to be. But I know.
That's
I've been following you since you had like 32,000
I totally
followers on
see what
YouTube.
she's doing here. Like she knows that she can't sing for shit. She's just fucking making this disclaimer
Yeah.
every time she fucking sings.
The reason
Like,
why I can't sing is because
the
my
reason
vocal
why I-
cords.
Yeah, if it sucks, this is why. And yeah, it sucks. You suck.
Yeah, it sucked from
Sorry about
when
that,
you were
my
born. So let's just be real.
So like right. Has nothing to do with your fucking head injury. Sorry.
Storage.
Your
So
behavior, maybe, but
basically, music is everything to me. It saved me. It keeps me inspired. It's my happy place, and it just that's my happy.
It's
spot
our
right there,
sad
'cause
place when you
anytime I'm
sing.
feeling down, I'm feeling down right now. Just talking about this, I'm nervous. I'm so nervous. I'm a perfectionist, so it's like really. It's my voice, and I'm trying to push through it. And I
So
was gonna
fake,
sing
dude.
3 different songs. I was gonna sing.
what
Little
a
Piece of
phony
Each One,
asshole.
Dream Lover by Mariah, because I feel like everybody needs a little rescuing sometimes. Then I was like, no, let me sing We Belong Together, because I really feel like my voice and me belong together. And I just know that you're the perfect person for this. I know
All
this.
right.
Now I'm not saying you can heal me or anything like that,
I
but I know you could really teach me.
need
I've
to
never been
do a
taught how to
shot
sing.
to fucking
And I
prepare
really don't know where I'm
myself
going.
for this
I just love it.
bullshit.
And then I was gonna sing.
I'm moving
have
on to
nothing.
hard liquor.
I have to do this sober.
I'm sorry, man. I'm doing it for you.
Anything's possible.
Oh,
I know
man.
this. But then something inside of me said, no, Candace, sing something that brought you through that hurt and that pain.
Someone
that you
said
went
no,
through. Oh,
Candace.
now I don't know if I can do it now. I'm gonna have to pause
That's
this and come back. But I'm gonna try to sing. I just feel like everybody's gonna laugh at me. I'm gonna try to sing.
We're laughing at you.
Oh, great. The
Right, I'm
kid's
crying.
back
Oh, geez.
there.
All right, give me 1 second. Sorry.
She's just acting a fool.
What is going on right now?
Only emptiness inside us.
Oh my god, that's her headphones with a mic on her nose.
We can make a million promises.
That's ridiculous. That's the stupidest thing I've ever seen. Dude, this has to be a joke. She's trolling.
Take us back to where we used to be. No, I've given you my heart and soul.
She got.
I must find a way to tango. 'Cause baby,
Oh my god.
Have you seen the eBay ad or back in the day where they had the cell phone holder and you had the rubber band that wrapped around your flip phone and it goes over your head? Yeah. That's what it looks like. It's just a makeshift sort of microphones.
Because
stand.
I mean, you have 77,000 subs, and I'm sure they super chatter, but buying a mic never occurred to her. It's amazing. Like, it's
And it's
fucking
on
crazy.
her nose.
This is right.
Weird.
This is like fucking what's her face? God damn it! And now her name slips. You mentioned her last night, and she disappeared.
The recliner.
Yeah, what's her name?
Natasha Cooper.
No, not her.
The
fucking
Mary Marlowe.
No, Mary Marlowe's another one.
There's so
Nikki
many.
O'Shea, welcome. The God damn it, she would talk about the Watts case. She was just like the epitome of fucking drama.
Not Critical K, because we already went over
Not
that.
K.
Mommy Ramblings.
No, and I have her fucked up looking face like in
What
my
does she look like?
brain. She's
Lemonade.
Lemonade, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, Sandy Jersey Girl. Thank you. That's who she's reminding me of right now. That's exactly who she's reminding me of.
Yeah, pretty much. But this is pretty ridiculous that nose wrap microphone makeshift.
Yeah.
That's just bizarre.
It is. Like, I mean, if I'm stuck on an island, like stranded with her and Lemonade, I'm swimming. I'm taking my chances. I don't know where I'm going. I'm just taking.
I'm jumping off the boat.
Right. Yeah. Or I'm not even making a boat. I'm just getting in the water because drowning would be better than this.
Yeah.
Distance, but something keeps us hanging on, and darling, pretending not to know the difference, denying what we had is
Welcome, Shannon Marie.
wrong. And every moment we're together is just breaking me down. I know these words.
Wow.
Yeah, guys,
just
let me tell you guys, this is how, like, this doesn't stop until my man is 500 subscribers richer. This is not going away, people. Okay, hold on. We got a spirit. Yeah, we got a spirit one. Hold on.
Dude, that was top notch video right there with that note. Dude, that shocked the hell out. I was like, what the hell? Who does this? Poor kids. They have to listen to that all day.
I know.
Oh, man.
I know. Wow. Okay. Remember Crybaby?
Holy crap.
Remember Hatchet Face and Crybaby?
Oh, yeah, that's right. Totally.
Yeah. I actually was in a band called Hatchet Face a long time ago.
Nice. What did you play?
I played bass in that band.
Sweet. I didn't know.
Yeah, it was fun. We got to play for some of our favorite bands, but I listen to bands that I don't have to pay more than $20 to see live. So, but it was kind of cool to get to do that for a minute in my 30s.
Dude, I've been in bands too. I was a drummer, guitarist, singer. Yeah, ever since I was like probably middle school.
I've heard you mention that. Yeah, I think
That's
when
pretty cool.
one of your lives, you were telling me that you did worship for a minute there.
Oh yeah, that was at
And
church, but like I had like alternative rock or alternative.
I feel like that's the
bands,
best
rock.
practice though. Like some of the best musicians I know have like would always be in the church band, youth group. band or
Yeah,
whatever.
like most of them were. Yeah, we were all like pretty good. So not bad. Johnny Depp secretly hit that. Yeah, Johnny Depp was in the movie. That's right, huh?
That's right. Yeah, it's a Johnny Depp movie. Yeah, I refaced my shit on my intro for that.
The hair is wild.
It is.
So today I planned on doing she's taking all the pillows off the sofa and making a tent. Fortnite. So I planned on doing a reading for Summer Wells today. I don't think I'm going to be able to do it, only because Spirit has a different message that they want me to put out for today.
Wow.
Skip, but yeah. So this is the message.
Like we're just scratching the surface of the crazy.
So she's
The water
referring
of
to
letting is not
spirit.
Yeah.
Spirits talking to her.
Right. So of course she's assuming that Summer Wells is dead, even though there's no evidence to indicate that yet.
Right.
And she channels Summer Wells.
Is not over. It's just begun. This is totally man-made, and it's happening because they're showing me basically like explosions under the water, under the ocean, under the sea, wherever this is. It's underwater, and they're doing explosions, and it's literally going into the atmosphere, and then it travels, and then it dumps. Okay. Also, it's coming from pipes, underground pipes that come up onto the streets, and it floods. Okay, this is not over. It is not over, and it's gonna happen again and again and again and again and again. Okay, it's the water. It's the water. Now, yes, there's fire happening everywhere, but Spirit has me focusing on the water to tell you guys, to help you guys better prepare. How, I don't know. I'm serious. I don't know how you would prepare for such massive flooding. It's really disheartening. It's very concerning. It's concerning. I don't know the right word I'm looking for, but it's not good. Okay, that's what I'm trying to say. This is not good.
Okay, what's concerning is that your children are unsupervised.
Yeah, these are the worst type of people. You
Totally.
know, like Sylvia Brown,
Oh,
Montel
God.
Williams.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. Like, and you know, like there's one dude, and he's my boy, man, you know, but the thing is like, I know that he actually believes in this shit. And I've actually done a couple live streams with him where he does the spirit box, but lately I've just kind of backed off against, you know, from that. Because I mean, I know his heart's in the right place, but I just can't get on board.
It's a bunch of horseshit. Come on. Like
I can't get on board with it. Even though like I know like Mexi's a good dude, man, and his heart's in the right place, and I'll always back him up, and I'll always fucking, you know,
well, does he do it for like true crime stuff or just like in general?
he does, and that's what I get.
That's not
and yeah, that's where I get
That's
fucking
bad.
like fuck, you know. I wish, you know, but you know, I mean, the thing is though, like I can vouch for him in the sense that I know that he's not doing it just to make money, you know,
Right.
like he always uses whatever he gets to like to upgrade his equipment, and you know, he's like a YouTube ghost chaser, you know what I mean, one of those guys,
Right.
and you know, I mean, I've been on lives with him where he does some shit, but and I'm like, okay, that's fucking weird.
Gets
like one time
uncomfortable.
one time my cat went fucking crazy, and I was just like, wow, that's not a coincidence at all. But at the same, because that cat never does anything, like it just sits there, and then this cat was started going fucking crazy. But I, you know, just a personal choice, I just kind of backed off from that stuff because I just can't, you know, to me, I have to find better ways to respect these families and fight for them, you know?
Yeah, it's just like because they take advantage of like people, they want to speak to their dead ones, connect with them, and it's come on, it's just crap. They're fishing for information.
I mean, I won't say that that's crap any quicker than I'll say that, you know, religion is crap. You know what I mean? You believe in what you believe in, and if you believe in it genuinely and you're not a fucking bad person, then cool, knock yourself out. It's great. But this person here, I don't think she actually believes in anything. I think she's completely and totally full of shit.
Yeah, she should feel shame, but I don't think she has a bone in her body that allows her to feel shame.
Right. It's not in her DNA to take any accountability or have any self-awareness. I don't see
Straight
that
up
at all.
money. Straight up
Totally.
money, greed, and whatever feeds her narcissism to get viewers in. And oh, you're great. Yeah. No, you're
Agreed.
not. We heard
No.
you singing. You're not great.
Yeah, stop it. And like that's so telling, you know what I mean? Like why she's trying to do this. Like this is somebody who had 5 fucking kids and missed her opportunity to fucking be a singer, and now she's just like using YouTube to fucking like kind of fill in that void somehow, and then she's exploiting like the true crime community to do that too. And it's pathetic. Like she doesn't believe in anything. I don't think she gives a fuck.
She seems like the type that would have gone to American Idol audition and was the worst one. Where
Totally
Simon's just
fucking
like,
rejected.
you know, get the fuck out, you know.
That was fucking awful.
Yeah,
My
that
ears,
was awful.
my ears will never recover from listening to your bullshit. Get
She
out.
probably tried out
you-
for The Voice, but she was too old. They're like, no,
Right.
you're too old. It's 40 and under
After I
here.
leave here, I'm going to commit suicide thanks to you.
I think it was yesterday that China lost 2,000 people to flooding. 2,000 people. Wow. Let that sink in. This is not just in America. I'm mourning for America, but this is everywhere. This is everywhere. They are inducing. This is the word I'm hearing. Inducing, like a child labor, inducing climate change. They're forcing it to happen. I just keep hearing love on your family. That's what I hear. Just love on your family, you know? It's gonna happen again in the United States. Not only that, but every time we get a passing asteroid, comet, whatever you want to call them, we get these wacky weather patterns of tornadoes in areas that usually don't get tornadoes. I still see that happening. Still, like now. This ain't like 3 months from now. I'm talking about this month, next month. I'm not good at details. That's my babe. I'm not good at details. I had a brain injury. Most of my head when I was
You're
on my
not
side.
good at anything.
It's hard for me, but I think I'm getting the point out. Okay, I can't give you great details because I don't have great details. I'm not a good storyteller.
Poor kids are hungry in the back.
Just know it's not over. The war part is not over,
Exactly.
okay?
They're like,
Get
Earthquake, I
yourself
see it.
some,
I
you
remember
know,
I said I had a dream. I
Flintstone
might have-
cereal,
kids. What's it called? Like, block the video. Like only if you have the link that you can see it. But I still have it. And I said that I had a dream where the earth split. I heard something yesterday.
She does
I
a
don't know where
good
I
job
heard
at
it. I know I
ignoring
heard it,
them,
though. I don't know
though.
where I heard it.
Right, like
Very talented.
she's
In
really.
an area. I don't know. I gotta find it. I don't know
She's
where
a
I heard
very
it, but I didn't hear
talented
it. It was after
neglector.
that I said that.
I wish I had that
I don't know so
ability.
much.
Right.
I know
Just
yesterday I told
block
you,
it
I told
all
my tarot
out.
card, I don't go looking for the future, and
Just
somebody
ignore anything that matters. That'd be great.
was like, Candace, that's what it's all about, blah, blah, blah. But that's not what it's about for me. If spirit wants to tell me the future, that's a whole nother story. Usually future events, they give me in my dreams, and I share them with you, as you know. They all come true.
Oh my God.
I personally don't go looking for the future. If spirit wants to tell me the future, that's a whole nother ballgame. But I'm not personally looking for it.
Yeah, I don't do
I feel like
this.
we control our own future.
I'm
And
chosen.
if I will tell you something about the future. Let's say you like, Candace, where can I run when this flood happens? And I tell you, you know, go left and jump on a box, right? Just for instance. Meanwhile, your
Go
soul
on Noah's
already had a
Ark.
destination for you to be safe, a safer place. And you would have, as a like a reaction, like an instinct, you would have went that way, you know. But instead, you remember me, and you went.
Another ad. Got to get that ad dollars.
Ugh.
Man,
It's like what she was talking about just doesn't fucking matter.
this
Like,
lady
this
is a number. I didn't even know that it
Yeah.
was this bad.
It's crazy. I'm trying to find like one where she actually does like a spirit box thing.
But it's almost like the same thing. It's just like her crying, sad fishing, like you said, and more of that, and
I had a bad relationship.
sprinkled in with bad singing.
Right.
And yeah,
This, like, and you can't like it's like she sets them purposely to unskippable. Like
Posted a video saying something strange happened to me. Well, something stranger just freaking happened. So I'm gonna do this so you can see exactly what I'm doing, so nobody can say, "Oh, she's faking it," right? I didn't notice this. One of the babes noticed this. Hold on, I'm gonna pull it up. This is the video that I posted. Hold on. It was 0434 or something like that. Here, yeah, open. And you're gonna recognize it right away. Give it a moment. My computer's full.
why don't you edit? Like she edits but doesn't. It's so weird.
that is weird.
And I can't like shit on it because like I don't do it. I don't even know what the best software is to do it. Like I'm trying to like I have like for the first time in my life I actually have, like a dope ass computer.
Yeah.
And I can pretty much do anything I want with it. I just don't know what to fucking do with it and how to do it. But yeah, I'm gonna be hitting you up for a little knowledge.
Gotta go. Yeah, for sure, man.
There it goes. Okay. Hold on. I'm trying not to pause it or anything like that. Okay, it's coming up. See, here's the video. Boom. And you can hear it. Hey guys, hello. So I was recording this video. So I was originally recording it to show you this. So let me zoom in real quick for you.
Same shitty video
You
setup.
can see. 1 second. Okay, so let me open this up. Now this is not what I'm about to show you. I'm about to double blow your mind because I was double blown. Right here, one of the leaves, like one of these things, right? It goes up and it comes back down.
She said she was double blown.
Does she not?
Nothing else is
That's
moving.
true.
Hold on.
Does she not know how to landscape record
Get to the
or
part.
put, you know, rotate it so we can actually see better?
This after recording.
Damn it.
Watch in the upper left. Hold on. I know it's loud, but that's purposely because of what I'm about to show you. Look. The rose petal just lifted up. What in the fuckery? Hold up. Okay, so that is just part of what I'm about to show you. I did not catch this again. This was a babe that caught this. It was at 133 and 137 in the video. Hold on, trying to get there. All right, so about start at 130, and you hear a male say "take," and that's Vinny's voice, and then you hear a girl say "take a picture."
No,
and
no,
I
you
believe that's Vinny's
don't.
voice. Listen. Hold on, I didn't hear it. Hold on, I'm gonna have to take some. Hold on.
You didn't hear it because it didn't happen,
You
stupid.
definitely hear it in the one I posted a lot better. Hold on, I thought you'd be able to hear it better. Hold on.
Take. Hold on.
Oh, I heard it.
No, you didn't. Shut up.
Did you hear it?
It was her kid. She's like, Mom, take me to the park.
Mom, why don't you listen to me?
Mom,
Mommy, am I invisible?
It's like 2 seconds after.
Mom, no more cereal.
Again. Take, and then watch the girl says a picture. I think it's before I say a picture. Hold on. Take a picture.
No, it's take me to park.
That's crazy. Take a picture.
Mom, why is there a lock on the fridge?
Mom, why are we in this closet?
No, that probably didn't work. Hold on. That's crazy.
I would
That's
never
freaking
fucking
crazy.
laugh
You
at
can
this
see
shit
another
unless
thing
you were
with
on this
this
panel
one
with
is
me. I swear to
in the entire
fucking
video,
God, I
only
hate
small
you,
things in
dude.
entirety. That's the entirety of
I would
it.
never be
Yeah.
making
There's no
neglect
slices.
jokes.
That was real. That was a real EVP in real time. Plus movement. I don't know, man. That's just so creepy crazy. Tell me what you think.
She makes a big deal out of nothing.
Absolutely nothing.
It is about common cause.
And for some reason, people follow her, dude. Like, it's insane, man.
Dude,
like,
you know, because all the stupid people, sorry guys, not the people in chat, like a lot of stupid people, the people we don't want to be seen in society with, they all clamor toward, they just stay at home and they go into these places because they could relate to idiots like this. You know? So they live here. So we have to deal with them somehow.
right. And you're welcome for us pointing the shit out.
Yep.
Oh, wait. Okay, let's watch the Colts cover up on Truckee. This should be fucking
Bob Evans
fantastic.
Farm Fresh mashed cauliflower. Find us in
Shut
your
up.
grocer's
Hey, this is
refrigerator
better
aisle.
content. I like watching
It really is. What the fuck? Another one?
She's got 2, 3, 4 ads running at one time.
The stronger lasts longer.
It looks like her hair.
Energizer
The
Max.
Energizer Bunny.
Hey babes, good morning. I'm looking up like how many people a year go missing in Truckee, and I can't find anything. I just came upon this part, but there's only
Yeah, because nothing happens in Truckee.
in the middle right here.
Oh boy, she's just pulling up random people or what?
Yeah, like missing people.
From Truckee?
I guess.
Freak.
Missing teen's car found in Truckee nearly a year later. So far, I only see 2 Mexican boys and a white man.
No, and I love this shit because what she's doing, what she's trying to do, her whole thing is that there's some conspiracy, law enforcement didn't do their job, AWP are gods and blah blah blah, all that bullshit. Like that's like her content, and like here she is just proving that law enforcement in Truckee like does their job. So what the fuck is she trying to pull here?
I think these are the same people, but I'm not sure. Yeah, same person. That's a trucker, not Truckee. This man. Body of missing Truckee business owner, 49.
Okay.
And that's all they're really saying. Kylie's there.
I want to know, like, I clicked on this because of what she was wearing, and you're welcome, chat, for that, because it's
no, this is the same
great.
One Mexican boy, Kylie, and a white man. Oh, and him. Not sure what's his race, but yeah. So only 4 people, but when I go back, let's see.
I wonder what she types in.
Spot crime, Truckee, missing persons.
It says Truckee, missing people, but everything says Reno. There's nothing, not even that boy.
It's because Reno's right there.
Truckee. And Reno, I looked up Reno from Truckee, and it's 37 minutes away. Now, when I look at these pictures, I get a different type of vibe. Okay, so
She gets a different kind of vibe, y'all.
if I was looking at an occult, right? I feel like this woman, right, would be like in the age bracket of a new recruit, right, for this occult.
What?
This woman looks like she was an elder in the occult, and it was her time, like, to get out. This looks like a child. What else would they use?
This is so fucked up.
She looks like an elder in the occult.
You know what she's doing? Like, she's sitting here and saying that, like, Kylie was a victim of a cult killing, right? And so her narrative, what she's doing here is she's taking all these missing people who have families that miss them and love them and want to know what the hell happened to them. And she's like saying that they all joined a cult based on they look like they
Right.
might be in a cult. Like
So
what?
stupid.
It's fucking insane. And like people like pay her for this.
You know, it was her time to go. 29 years old.
I don't.
Maybe he
I
was a
think the
hothead.
chat said they can't hear.
Looks like a hothead, right? She looks 25. She looks like, you know, she was trying to join a cult. Like, what the? Why do they all have this look to them? Same thing with her. She looks
Oh
like
my
she wants to
god!
practice Wiccan or something.
Why do they all have this look to
25,
them?
28, 25. But none of them say Truckee. And I'm like, well, why won't
You mean happy?
I don't get it. Like, what, the '80s hair? What look do they have?
Right. They
I
yeah.
don't get it.
I don't want to know what she's trying to say here. Like she's trying to say that they're all cult members because
she
they
can't-
all look like cult members, which like what does a cult member look like?
Yeah,
You
she
know?
can't explain the details. She could only just mention they all look alike, but no details
Right.
given.
There's no type of like logic that
No. Zero.
reinforces that reinforces her little theory that she's spewing out here.
why won't nothing come up on Truckee? And how many missing people they go through a year and children? And
Because people don't go missing in Truckee because it's a fucking one horse town, dude, that nobody fucking does jack shit in except sing and dance.
there's just, it goes all around it instead of telling me what's going on. You know what I'm saying? 25, missing. 29, definitely looks like she wants to practice some Wiccan. 20, she's like, yeah, I'm down to join, but they don't ever get to join.
Right. So let's just accuse a missing person of being a Wiccan. You know, like they may be part of like a really strong Christian family for all she knows. Doesn't care. She looks like a Wiccan. She must be a Wiccan. Ridiculous.
Sandra K, wow. 28, it's like a fucking pattern. 18, 68. He's missing since at age 68. He would be 92 right now. He was probably a hothead. He looked like a hothead. Party.
What?
64. Lake Tahoe.
Like she's just going through a list of disrespecting victims. Like it's insane.
She's
We're talking about this, like Tahoe, and Reno, and it seems like everybody's from Reno and Tahoe that's missing. 26, 4 years old, Tahoe area, 32, 41, Tahoe.
Yeah, people go missing
Reno,
everywhere,
8.
lady. The fuck are you
Reno,
talking
6.
about?
Reno 2, Reno 58, another hothead. I feel like
Dude, what's her
You
point?
can't handle them.
Another
30,
hothead.
Reno, but nothing
Right.
about
Yeah,
the
hotheads.
Truckee. Because they're all close knit and they cover everything up. Because I can't find nothing other than those 2 or 3 people, and I know that's BS. I know it is. Watch. Missing people from Truckee. It's only talking about Kylie. It's only talking about Kylie and these people.
Oh my god, she's not
Two
that
people.
bright.
Let's go to it.
She is not.
It's because Kylie's case is like at the top of Google.
Wisdom comes with benefits. Visit SignaWiseCall.com today.
Roasted and ready in 25 minutes.
How does she jam all these?
An easy
ads
twist
in?
on sheet pan meals.
Amazing.
His car was found near Truckee a year after he went missing.
Okay.
This Truckee man.
Dude,
Oh,
but like she had like, did I click on the wrong one or did she just like, that was super weird. Cause she had like this weird fucking toga type thing going on. It was really strange.
Toga.
She was wearing like a fucking toga. It was so weird. And now like it's not, I mean, did she use that to like as a thumbnail? Oh, this should be fucking great.
Will Smith.
Hello.
Jada Smith is consumed by demonic energy. I don't disagree completely.
So I did a reading on a video of the smack with Jada, and I caught like spiritual vibes from it. Bad and good. Okay, so my thing is, I really feel like Jada. Hold on, there we go. Is consumed in, I'm gonna say it this way, negative energy. Okay, and it's rubbing off on Will. Okay, now I'm not saying he's innocent or anything like that, so please don't even think that. But I do think that this is a major distraction from this. Okay, and what really got to me is this. Hold on, I'm trying to get there. If you look all the way,
I like the
said a day
zoom
ago, it
action.
was actually 2 days ago, but it said, okay, then let's talk about the real cover-up. This flight log to Epstein's Island, better known as Pedophile Island, is a lot of y'all favorite celebs on here, playing with them kids. So if you look all the way down, the second to the last, it literally says Will Smith. It literally says Will Smith. Now, I don't know if it says Jada, but we're going to look right now.
Oh
like,
my
yeah,
God.
Coincidence? I don't know. But look, Will Smith is on this log, this flight log. which is kind of troublesome.
Tom Hanks.
Kind of very troublesome. I think, personally,
Dude,
Jada.
First of all, Will Smith is just too fucking whipped by Jada to be messing around with kids. Like,
yeah. And why does she got to put Forrest Gump on that list?
Like, that's, yeah, like, some things need to stay sacred. Seriously. Like, I'm not a fan of Will Smith slapping Chris Rock the way he did, but I'm still going to go see Will Smith movies. Yeah. I mean, but I'm still going to go see Will Smith movies, you know? Like, I could separate the art from the artist, you know? And, like, banned from the academies for, what, 10 years? Gives a shit. Like, the academy's bullshit anyway.
Yeah, that's true. Nowadays, it's just not.
Nowadays.
Like, back in the day, it was classy and, like, a big event. The Academy Awards.
And it made sense, you know what I mean? Like they actually judged movies based on the quality of the picture, not on political messages that they send out.
Yeah, now it's just like everybody gets an award.
Right.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Ida feels washed up. Okay. And she is attention seeking. I saw the video of her going live without letting her
She's a celebrity, stupid. They're all attention seeking.
husband will know. And he was angry. He got mad. Like, hey, you know, I'm a celebrity and these people look at me a certain way. You can't just throw me on live. You got to let me know so I can prepare for this. And I get it. I totally get it because, you know, as a celebrity, people have an image of you and you got to protect your image. And I get that. But I also saw her and her reaction towards him saying this, and she didn't get it. And if she did, she didn't get 2 flying Fs about it. Okay. I watched her just recently, just after this incident, bringing August on her little couch show, right? So disrespectful, so distasteful, laughing and keeking, knowing what they were doing. You know what I'm saying? And to me, this shows me that she's just truly attention seeking. She feels like she's being pushed to the back burner. You know, the last thing I remember in something good was Set It Off. You know what I'm saying? And that was how many years ago? So I feel like she's trying to get her foot back in the door, but by any means necessary, meaning good or bad energy.
Okay, hold on. Cherry sent me something here. She said, play this. Let's see what happens.
Dude, she sounds like she's full of hate. Like everything's just angry, mad, sounding
right.
Stuff. It's just no happiness at all, you know?
This is a common thing with these type of creators too. Like, I don't know if you've noticed.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just everything's, you know, like the Earth is going to shit. The world sucks. But make sure you super chat and join membership.
Right.
Smash that like button.
So I can complain about it. Like, you get to listen to me complain about how much the fucking world sucks and fucking my choices are not my fault. Blah, blah, blah.
Nothing positive to say.
Right.
And they can't even crack a joke.
So today I did a poll the other day. And
oh my God.
I can't see y'all, but I did a poll the other day.
This is why Cherry's awesome.
A reading for Kylie, Julie, Crawford, Daylin, and Kylie won the poll. Everybody says all of them, and I do plan on getting to all of them.
She's like Elon Musk right now, or Joe Rogan podcast. Looks like Joe Rogan's podcast.
She looks like Joe Rogan's testicle.
Truths, okay, that have been proven after the fact, which is always a beautiful thing when you're in this type of field. So here we go.
It's a field, by the way.
I haven't been taking my ginger, but yeah.
I haven't taken my ginger.
I'm so tired. I'm sorry. But it is not awake, but she might wake up because this is loud. So yeah.
Dude, you could buy that shit at Walmart. That stuff.
Very, very long. All right, guys.
Totally.
Yeah, I've seen that shit.
I am right here. She's not capturing me. Okay?
Or Spencer's gift store or something like that. Or Hot
Spencer's.
Topic. Yeah.
Right.
Oh God, you gotta put the photo up.
Like, yeah, like you could shop for this bullshit while you get a fucking Atari's t-shirt.
I hear the Ghostbusters theme song right now.
Right.
She's channeling.
A friend and mom. Kylie. Kylie. What's up? Hi, babe. I wanted to ask you. How do you feel?
What's up, babe?
What's up, babe?
What a fucking idiot.
How was your day? So stupid.
I love how she puts like what they're saying, like, and it's not sounding anything like what she's fucking talking about. Like nothing.
On this, sorry. How do you feel about your mom hugging and embracing Sammy?
See, I heard bullhorn, so I don't know what the fuck she's talking about.
It's probably her kid under the table. Kids fucking around with her mom.
Yeah, totally. Like that's their way of fucking just passive aggressively fucking lashing out at her for fucking.
Yeah, they just want attention. They're fucking under that table. Poor kids.
What does mommy love? Fucking crazy fucking imaginary things. So let me just be that.
It's like the toddler box.
I love you, mommy.
Oh man, too much.
Dude, like every now
I think
and
I
then
heard Dolly.
You're gonna hear a fucking loud fart. This is a fucking fart box, not a spirit box. That's a fart.
He said, "Did you feel that?" No, we smelt it.
Who bought the alcohol for you?
What a weirdo.
That thing called her a dumb shit. It was like, you dumb shit. Watch. One more time.
I'm hungry. Play with me, mommy.
It just called her a dumb bitch. Watch.
Are they helpful?
Dumb bitch. One more time.
Are they helpful?
Dumb bitch.
I know you told us before.
Oh, this is golden. Oh man, I just can't.
I might ask you about your phone. Who turned it off?
Callie Dime, we didn't have to pray first because this is bullshit.
She got like Christmas lights on the top box.
Just like. Did your mom? Just want to mute it for a second. Did your mom have any knowledge that something would happen to you that night?
Such a fake actor.
But you never know nowadays. That's the only reason why I'm asking you. I'm sorry to ask you that as well.
She really thinks she has something here.
Right. It's fucking hilarious, dude.
It's too much. I can't with this. Oh my god.
Who took your phone? Did they throw it away? Did they throw it away in a river?
Let me address this comment because this is something that I get quite a bit sometimes. I'm never for bullying, but this is hilarious. The reason why you find this hilarious is because it's not bullying. We bully the bullies. At least I do anyway. I don't want to speak for my man here, but like if you're doing shitty things like disrespecting a 16-year-old girl's memory like she is right here, I have no guilt whatsoever in calling her out and calling her a fucking asshole for it.
And what we're doing is really not bullying. It's
not at all.
It's pointing out why it's so silly and ridiculous. You know,
I didn't secretly record her. She put this shit out. Like it's your subject to criticism. I'm sorry if you put your shit out. All of my shit. I don't whine and cry when people make videos about me, dude. Like because I'm subject to criticism by putting myself out there like this. So so is she. Nobody's fucking exempt.
The crazy thing about it, these guys, they think they're so thick-skinned. And then they're like, what's wrong? We're just dragging the victim's family members and friends and spreading lies and rumors. And then when we go after them, like we do here, just making funny, well, they get all sensitive. They start crying.
They try to strike us and fucking, they try to dox us. And
you're slandering me. Oh, really? We're slandering. We're just watching your live stream and commenting on it. Yeah, we're watching you and laughing.
Exactly. Totally. Oh, that's exactly what's going on. Like, I didn't put this shit out there. You did. I'm just pointing it out.
But like, they're so soft and sensitive when it comes to them.
Of course. Yeah.
Is there anything you want to tell us that maybe you haven't told us already? Did Jagger come after the party? Sammy's friend Nate have anything to do with this? What's your cause of death? Trails, yeah.
Yeah, trails. Oh.
What's your cause of death?
Is Mickey Mouse with you? So dumb.
God, I paused. Oh my God. Okay. Is there anything about your case that you could tell us that you've told nobody else?
She's got to be on meth. She's got to be. Like,
she's a joke, dude. She's being serious here. Come on.
She thinks she is. Like,
this is ridiculous.
Okay, I'll keep going. I thank you.
Okay, yeah. So Kylie's speaking to her directly and basically like waving and saying, "Thanks, everybody."
Yeah,
sure,
dude. That's a Fender amp, one of the small Fender amps that
right.
you probably play with when you're on the bass.
That's not even. Yeah, that's a practice amp that you get when you're first learning how to fucking play guitar.
Just
and
random shit on the table. A lava rock from Target.
Right. Yeah, no, and fucking probably one of the kids' fucking dads fucking gifted that to a kid for one of her kids, and she's like, "No, mommy needs it to fucking talk to fucking imaginary ghosts."
So
like,
dumb.
How shitty are you?
How do you feel about Sammy going to college?
She can't even get the question out.
Okay, I'm sorry. It's gonna take a long time to review. Thank you, Kylie.
Thank you, Kylie.
Thank you, Kanika.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
horrible.
I'm done talking to you. Thanks, bye.
Yeah,
it's like what?
The Ronnie family needs to sue her ass and
Dude.
Zav girl, all these people.
And
Set a
that's the
precedent.
thing, man, is they won't do it. Like, that's why these fuckers pick on them. Missing and unidentified. Thank you. Love you guys together. Hope to see more of this in the future. I'm sure that's going to happen. I'm sure that'll happen. My whole thing with this is like, my theory as far as them not taking any legal action against some of these YouTubers is that the vibe that I get from Kylie's mom is that she's just a pacifist. The vibe that I get from Kylie's grandfather is that he's just a pacifist. They don't want conflict. And these people take advantage of that. They just want to mourn her in peace. That's all they want to do. And these people are taking advantage of the fact that these people are not confrontational. But then they're just gonna have to deal with us,
That's true.
And I'm not stopping, like, as long as these fuckers are doing what they're doing, like, I'm just gonna keep fucking nailing their asses to the wall.
Yeah, and we need some more people to join in.
I agree.
We're making noise. And you've been holding down the fort for a while now by yourself, so.
Yeah, man. Like, it was really funny. Like, I brought up Ryan Upchurch back in the Summer Wells thing, and I lost a shit ton of subs because people were like, "You can't talk bad about Ryan Upchurch," and I'm just like, "Yeah, I can. Fuck you."
Yeah.
And like, I lost a shit ton of subs over it. And then he involved himself in this case, and then people started to see how fucking crazy he was, and how useless and counterproductive he was in talking about these cases. And then,
came
karma
crawling back
happened.
to daddy.
That's pretty much what happened. Yep. That's pretty much what happened. And I laid off of him because he hasn't been talking about this. He's still doing his thing, and he's focused on his music and blah blah blah, and that's great.
Yeah, that's
good
where he
for
needs
him.
to be. Stop
Exactly.
fucking around.
Right. Like, I'm just not going to let you slide on throwing crazy accusations at innocent people. Like, I'm just not going to do that. Sorry.
Yeah, the Callie Ross or something like that he threw under the bus. There's a girl named Callie Ross or something like that.
Oh,
there was an article written and that was sent over to me. And yeah, she tells her story in this article. It's pretty crazy, like what she went through. Callie Ross, yeah, that's it. And now they're making videos of that article, like these shitheads.
Fucking idiots, dude.
So it's pretty bad. They just keep going after anybody.
Right. Anybody that they think is going to, I mean, I think they just go live on a whim or make a video on a whim, just like, hey, let me just fucking throw out this madness and bullshit. And it's unbelievable, man. Oh, now she's all blown away.
That was interesting. I don't know what was said. I heard
I'll be back.
in real time. Sometimes my brain just can't compute how fast they go. You know. Wow. Well, I'm about to find out what we got. I love you, babes.
Jesus Christ. What a fucking jackass that girl is. Yeah, I put him in the corner. I put him in the corner for 300 seconds just because I like to do that. I'm not going to boot him. Sorry, Cherry. I know. I didn't take him away. I just put him in the corner for a minute. You know, that's all. He's just going to think about how fucking stupid he is for a second. That's all. I'm sorry, Cherry. Oh yeah, let's check that out for a second. Let's see what our boy's doing. Let's see what our boy's doing. What's up, Mexi?
Yeah, I'm back. It's like mOrBiD peeing again.
Yeah.
What do you got? A camera in my bathroom there? What's going on?
I have to do that actually.
All right, I'll hold down the fort.
Right on.
And yet, let's take the kids from her.
Oh, good.
I'm gonna turn the volume down a little bit so that the chat can hear you talk over him. Because I can't pause it.
Oh, don't worry about it. Let it roll.
It was a fake eviction plea just to get the kids. So when the kids got put in with the grandma, she can go say, "Hey, look, I've evicted them.
Hey, look at that hat, guys. If you want that merch, make sure you drop that.
They're probably thinking,
You know you want that hat.
What's going on in this town?
The big
We have
M
paperwork that They were
logo.
evicted if anything happened, so we have a fallback story. It's so that's probably what I think happened in this case. And if that's true, then these people all need to be arrested because
These people all need to be arrested.
Negligental, whatever homicide. How is
It's a nice shirt too.
by the grandmother if she has custody of these kids, but know that the mother is unfit to be in the same home as the kids. And so if the mother did commit homicide, then the grandmother is also responsible for, because she was the guardian, for allowing the mom to be in the same home as the kids, even though they've already determined that she wasn't capable of being in the home with the kids.
Oh, so he's talking about baby
Negligent
Quentin.
homicide.
Yeah, he's apparently.
So-
Someone said Ned Flanders.
If anybody deserves a gold star, it's the
Guy's such a dork.
babysitter.
He is.
And everyone else.
He really
deserves,
is.
You know he got picked on at
think
school.
back to kindergarten, your crayons,
Right.
or
Constantly.
whatever. Everyone else.
And now it's
deserves
his
time in
turn
the
to pick
principal's
on
office because it's just
the
it's
weak.
ridiculous.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
It's a
Totally.
metaphor.
Bungled. Everybody in
All
that
these
room
people.
should have been separated, whether you suspect foul play or not,
Absolutely.
to get their story So you won't be
fucking Nancy Grace.
I hate Nancy Grace.
influenced by what your mother
So
or your
do I.
father or your brother said. Oh
She
yeah,
inspired
I
all these
remember that when you don't really remember that.
And why does Nancy Grace always look like she's smelling a fart? Like,
because she probably is.
Exactly.
I wonder if she talks like that in real life too.
Yeah, like I mean, she's always just like, "How dare they?
Yeah,
The audacity!"
Just like a different level of energy. All this, it's just like high level energy voice.
Right.
Pretty piercing. Ugh.
Right.
And then you get this schmuck over here. It sounds like a little schoolgirl or something. I don't know.
Hey, buy my merchandise, guys. Live with Tyler Feller. Missions.
Yeah, and listen to the story and then fill in their story if they had something to do with it. Yeah, that's absolutely what can happen with a group interview like that.
Exactly. You were hearing Brett Buffington. You know, Brett joining me, SAV, a News Nation affiliate. Brett, nobody could say, other than the boyfriend who got up and left at 6 a.m., no one saw Quentin other than him until everybody realized he was missing?
That's the story that the family told me, and that's the story that the police told everyone. Is yep, there's this gap from 6 a.m. to 9:42 a.m., and no one knows where this baby is. At least that was their story.
Because doesn't anybody
What's
have to...
crazy about this case is that it's not crazy at all. Like, aside from the fact that some fucking piece of shit mom killed this kid.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. Yeah,
but it's fucking cut and dry, basically.
Pretty much is.
Right. There's nothing to really speculate on. There's nothing to really like. There's no conspiracy here. Like, grandmother probably should be held accountable to some degree, and she has been. The other kids were taken away from the home.
And the father was ruled out, right, by the police already.
Yeah.
So
and I mean, yeah, and all three kids, different dads. I mean, she's just basically the kind of person. I mean, she's 22, has three kids by three different dads. So, I'm not trying to judge anybody for being a little overly sexually active, but fucking wrap it up. You know what I mean? Like, fucking take some birth control, something. Like. I mean, you can't take care of kids. Obviously, she's in a position where she can't take care of kids, so she shouldn't be fucking having them.
Dude, I think they do that in China,
Yeah.
Like, once you have one kid or something like that, there's a one kid limit, and then...
Because China's crowded as fuck.
Yeah. So, I don't know. That's never going to happen in America, but just saying, luckily...
No.
Y'all don't live in California, or China. California too.
I mean, right, like she's procreating and shouldn't be, but at the same time there's no law that says that she can't, but there's laws to protect those kids. Yeah. And I'm seeing them actually follow through with those laws right now. Like I said, everybody, like, I don't know what this guy's saying about this case, but I know that bullshit Betty and everybody else that's demanding an arrest right now. It's like, dude, you want her to fucking get off in court and then like apply double jeopardy and she's another Casey Anthony? No. I don't want that. I want them to take their time and collect evidence and make sure that they can convict her in a court of law.
And they're probably pretty close, I would assume, because they have pretty much stuff in line, but
well, because common sense dictates that they fucking are doing that right now. They're building a case. They're putting it together. They're taking, and they're probably working really hard to do it and working really fast.
Yeah, as fast as possible,
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, because they don't think she's a flight risk, but at the same time, they don't want to end up fucking having to look for her all over the country. You know what I mean? Like, she could just run. I mean, but the FBI's on it. And it's, the fact that the FBI and I thought that was great. That tells me a lot about law enforcement, because there's a lot of pissing contests when it comes to shit like this with law enforcement agencies. And they have to actually request the assistance of the FBI in cases like this. And they did that immediately.
Right.
So that tells me right there that they're totally 100% about getting justice for this kid. If not finding him, getting justice for him,
Right.
So I don't know where this guy's going with this bullshit, but let's find out.
Why do you have to get up and go
Unless
to work other than the
you got
boyfriend?
any thoughts you want to add to that?
No, not really.
Okay.
I can't wait to hear his thoughts though.
Right.
Or just a little earlier, Grandma was in Illinois. Grandpa was in South Carolina. They owned the house. They were there working to provide for this family.
So the grandmother who had custody was in Illinois. She's an underwater welder or whatever. The grandfather, who also helps pay the bills, was away in like South Carolina.
Wait a second.
Or whatever.
Did he just like blow off the fact that grandma? I mean, I didn't know that grandma's an underwater welder. Like, dude, that's kind of badass.
Yeah.
I think she's a piece of shit, but like, don't just blow that off like, she's just an underwater welder or whatever. Like, dude, have you ever fucking like?
He probably doesn't even know.
Mended metal underwater with fire, dude? No, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
And
look at his eyes; it's so wide
just
open.
Really unfortunate situation.
The dumb
so one's
look.
in one place, one's in the other place.
The dumb
They're
stare.
the people who actually have custody of the kids. So then they actually leave the kids at home with the person who doesn't have custody. Wow, that is shocking.
Well,
and so Grandpa didn't get there until
it's not shocking because she's their mother. Okay.
Yeah, your hat is shocking.
Right. It's not shocking because she is their mother. It's tragic what happened, but you're gonna trust the mother of your children, the mother of your grandchildren, with their care to a certain degree. It's that, especially if you're kind of the piece of shit that Billy Joe really is.
And dude, if you look at his eyes right there, like he has that blank stare of anxiety and just like he doesn't even believe the shit he's gonna spew out. Like he doesn't even believe anything.
He doesn't even know what he's gonna do. Like, he's
so lost. Those eyes.
He's the male Zav girl. Yeah, he's the male version of Zav girl. Like, he's just sitting there, letting his fucking chat run his channel, and that's why he makes so much fucking money doing what he's doing.
That evening, and Grandma not until late that night. They weren't home.
What they work out of state, but they live there?
That's correct. I'm not sure what their jobs are. Grandpa works in some kind of service job. He has a work truck that he was driving.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure what the grandmother does, but they weren't there. And I think that's one of the reasons the police filed the search warrant so fast is the people who own the home.
Yeah. And of course, as we all know, all you legal eagles.
Yeah. And I love the burns in the chat, guys. Keep them coming. Keep them coming.
Anybody says, yes, you can come search. It doesn't have to be the homeowner or the name on the lease. But that said, that's making it more clear why authorities thought they had to get a search warrant. Now, hold on just a moment. Take a listen to our friends at WSAV.
This is my baby, not yours!
This video is absolutely jarring.
Okay, wait a second. Let's pause there for a second
face.
because yeah, exactly. Hold on. Let me
it's a face and only a mother can love.
My pause game is on point today. So like Nancy Grace is up here going, I guess that's why they got to work. No, dude, you're a fucking lawyer. And I know I'm not, but I mean, we all know how this works. So they got a warrant because they don't want anybody that they arrest to be able to say that their rights were violated in court when the time comes. That's it. That's the only reason they got warrants. Like, come on, Nancy Grace, you know better than that. That's why I don't like Nancy Grace. She knows that. She knows this and doesn't express it. It's annoying.
Yeah, I can't stand her. Dude, do you think he would make this facial expression when Jesus comes back in return?
I think so, because Jesus is going to be like, I never knew you.
Yeah. He's like, oh shit, you are for real.
Yeah.
Take me in the rapture, baby.
Yeah, this is the look. This is the yikes look on his face when the rapture happens, and he misses it. It's fantastic.
Michelle, hit me! Hit me! think I would do that?
It shows the desperation of the people who love Quentin Simon.
You're awful to say you're gonna put a memorial. My baby's not dead.
Quentin's grandmother in Quentin's babysitter's house.
I texted you and I told you what I was
And see, I'm of the opinion that everybody in this case needs to shut the fuck up. Like everybody involved in this case, like the mom, the babysitter, the grandmother and the babysitter just keep posting shit on social media. It's like, stop it.
Yeah, it kind of like the Don Wells or the Summer
Yeah,
Wells case.
yeah.
Like the parents.
Don Wells and Candace. I mean, Candace wasn't as bad. I've actually had them both on this channel before.
Right.
But what's funny is like what we're talking about. I once I had them on this channel, I was like, I'm so glad you're here. I need you guys to shut the fuck up. I need you guys to stop joining panels like you're doing right now. Like, I'm glad I have you here.
Because they're just going to, like, if, I guess they want to Molly Golightly or so. I saw a clip and then they were fighting or something. And of course, these StreamYard YouTubers, but you're a YouTuber that just uses StreamYards. But these other StreamYard YouTubers, they just rip them apart. They'll analyze that video over and over and just rip apart,
right,
whatever, just for content, just to see,
one of the biggest biggest problems in the true crime community is Chris McDonough. I don't know if you know who he is.
No.
Yeah, he's like a former law enforcement officer, but he has just milked by spinning a narrative, and he's just milked so much fucking money.
Chris McDonough. Is that the interview room?
The interview room, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
And I confronted him one time. He was on a channel called The Lab, and they had open phone lines, so I called in. And so I called in, and this was right after the TBI, the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation, had held a press conference saying that social media creators have actually made their investigation that much more difficult.
Yeah.
And him being a former law enforcement officer, I find the irony overwhelming. So I had to call him out. And all he could just scream about was, and he got mad and yelled at me. And he was like, don't you know that Don Wells had admitted to molesting his sister and blah, blah, blah. And, yeah, that happened. I'm not excusing that, but that has nothing to do with Summer and finding Summer.
Right.
And so, what are your thoughts on what the TBI said? And he just kept throwing that in my face. He would not answer the question. And then the Lab, booted me off, right? They booted me off and then edited the video to where that exchange didn't happen.
It's gone forever.
Exactly.
Yeah. What a douche.
I wish I knew to have recorded it at the time, but I didn't.
Wow, he took the time to edit that part out, huh?
Totally. Yeah. And exactly.
Intense moments recorded by Dana McCarta's daughter. Dana says Quentin's grandmother born
alive, and the babysitter's standing there like, what? I never said your baby wasn't alive. What are you talking about? Like, totally confused.
What are you talking about?
Like on this channel, I get people trying to put
That's
their
what he
own
sounds
on
like.
meals. I'm like, it's crazy the kinds of things people get mad at me about all the time. I'm like, really? All I'm doing is sitting here talking on a microphone, most of the time being extremely nice to like everybody.
The problem is that you lie. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Hypocrite. Me and mOrBiD sit up here and just talk on a microphone, but we tell the truth. That's the difference between you and us.
And we make it a little entertaining, for crying out loud.
Right. We don't look
like, couldn't this guy crack a joke, like a penis joke, just randomly?
Anything. Just talk about, I mean, we know Jesus like hung out with a prostitute, just make some sort of joke with that or something. You know what I mean? Like, come off like a cool Christian.
all these people project their own issues onto me, so I totally
It's all about him.
understand that, and I could see that that's one of those things that happened in this case.
That she really had a connection to.
Who is she arguing with? Who
I
wanted
thought
to
that
have
was
a
him.
memorial?
The other lady who loves Quentin so much.
Same thing.
And we know that is the babysitter, Diana McCarta, and she was sitting in her house. This was Saturday a week ago when Grandma barged in the back door. Of course, they're very upset. They're very emotional. And
by the way, guys, this is live right now. I'm totally sniping his dumbass.
Oh, this is live?
Yeah. He's
I didn't
live
even know that.
The cops are there. There's TV reporters in front of your house. So obviously, they had been emotionally drained, and you could case. If you listen to that entire clip, you can hear the emotion, and they care. But she barged in the babysitter's house, and they just had a screaming match at each other.
Well, I got to tell you again, that reminds me, John Deal, this is your neck of the woods. The Kaylee Anthony.
Look at him. Like, he's like, I don't even want to fucking be doing this. I don't give a fuck about anything. So just send me your money. I don't give a fuck about any of this. I don't give a fuck about that kid, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, but he needs to play Mr. Nice Guy.
Totally. Right. Exactly.
Playing,
I love
playing
it.
that nice guy character. I'm the pastor. I won't.
But he's bored as
fondle
fuck.
you.
Yeah. Like, look at him.
Ruth,
look.
you made a great.
I got to tell you again, that reminds me, John Deal, this is your neck of the woods. The Kaylee Anthony case, because.
And then Edie Ruth, you made a great point. The grandmother is upset because she knows she's the one responsible for the child. She knows that at the end of the day, this is falling back on her. And it's not just life in prison for Leilani. It's going to be life in prison for Billy Joe.
Wait, what? How is that going to be life in prison for Billy Joe, if all she did was leave a child that was in her custody in the care of her mother?
Right.
And I mean, this guy has no fucking idea what he's talking about. Like, you don't need to be a lawyer to realize that she's not going to get life in prison for that. You know, like, she might get charged for neglect or something, but you don't get life in prison for neglect. You know what I mean?
No, yeah, for sure.
Fucking idiot.
I've got to tell you, I've met George and Cindy Anthony, and I know a lot of people don't think this, but they're perfectly nice people.
We're gonna take a little left turn here. Let me do this real quick. We're gonna take a little left turn here. I'm gonna keep this playing, but Mexi is in the chat, and he's my boy, and he has some words that he wants to say because, and I don't blame him. He has a right to defend himself based on the things that we were saying. I think that's fair. And he's my friend, and I would absolutely be a dick if I didn't give him the opportunity to do that. So
I'm going to mute myself when he comes on.
I mean, you know, do what you want, man. I mean,
okay. No, I mean,
yeah. But you know, keep in mind, he's my friend, man. He's a good dude.
Yeah.
Hold on. And sorry, let me keep playing the video in the meantime while I do
people, and they have been
absolutely
devastated
without question.
Kelly's death, and they've been videoed over and over, and this has been played a million times where they're yelling at the news media. They were so heartbroken and angry and didn't understand what had happened. And the news media was camped literally at the edge of their lawn, and their front yard's not that big. You can't even go out the door without the media yelling at you. And at one point, George and or Cindy were out there yelling at the media to go away. And that's how they were portrayed. I completely understand it. And I get this grandma going crazy on the babysitter. Just, you know, you don't know what's happening and you're at the end of your rope and you just explode.
Right. Exactly. I mean, it's eerily similar to that situation that obviously Cindy Anthony was the one who was leading the charge for the search.
Give me 1 second. I'll be right back.
Devastated. And then we had their daughter, the mother of Kaylee, was acting obviously erratically. So it was, I can imagine the pressure, but can't imagine the pressure they were under. And just like hearing that grandmother, I could hear it.
Intense pressure. Okay, with this potpourri of emotions and facts that don't fit together, I get what's coming down. Take a listen to our friends at WJCL.
For the first time today, Chatham County Police Chief said there is a possible criminal element to this case. But still, 5 days in, Quentin is missing.
We have a signal 56.
You're hearing Chatham County Police dispatchers on Wednesday morning when Quentin Simmons went missing from his Buckhalter Road home in Savannah.
So I guess he's just going to keep listening to this.
She woke up, her door was open, but as he's unable to open the door, saying someone came in and took him.
Fast forward 5 days to Monday.
All right.
Everybody is being looked at. Everybody is being interviewed.
Thank God.
What's up, homie?
Hey, what's up, DeGlaire? Hey, what's up, mOrBiD?
Hey, Mecky. Nice to meet you, man.
Yeah, you as well. You as well.
Mexi.
Mr. Glare.
Yes, sir.
Hey, I just wanted to come up. I didn't really hear too much of it, but my team, obviously follows you. Whatever, they're like, "What's going on? Why is the Glare being so mean?"
I wasn't. I promise. I was actually defending you. In a way. I mean, I did. There was a little criticism. I won't deny that.
No. You know me as a person who absolutely loves constructive criticism. I'm a person who loves constructive criticism. So, but I wanted to, I had a mutual respect for you, and you should know this too, because usually, do you see me go jump on other people's channels who are like, "Oh, Mexi, I can't stand that guy. I can't stand him."
No way. Yeah. No.
So I have a mutual respect for you too. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to jump on, say what's up to the Glare, let everybody know that it ain't. If everybody makes always everything like it's a bigger deal.
Can I, real quick, before you move on, before you go on, let me kind of explain the situation here. Mexi is a true crime creator, but what he focuses on is the paranormal, and so we were talking earlier, and we were actually trashing a creator, which I actually texted you about and told you that this person was like doing just really shitty. Remember?
I remember.
So, but I expressed my feelings about it. mOrBiD expressed his feelings about it, and Mexi is here to, kind of speak up and defend himself, is based on what we were saying.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Mexi, I had a question.
Sir. Yeah.
For like the spirit boxes.
Yes, sir.
Is there like a certain type of equipment that you have to get? And I mean, can you explain like how that even works?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Like for people, I have no idea.
There's several different pieces of equipment. It depends on which spirit box you're really talking about. And just before I go into the details of kind of what the spirit boxes are, I want everybody to know this is not something that I just do on a side type of thing. I took this very seriously. I went and did got diplomas in modern demonology and diplomas in advanced scientific theory, and went and did credentials to get the certificate of ministry for ordained ministers. So there's a lot of things that I've done to get certificates and make sure that I've become certified and educated in doing this type of thing, because there are a lot of people out there that honestly don't know what they're doing and they just kind of wing it. And I'm a firm believer in, hey, know kind of every avenue that you can before you go out and just try to do those things. So I like to get educated in what I do before I just try to jump out and be like, yeah, I'm just, balls to the wind, whatever, So the spirit boxes, there's multiple different ones. One of the spirit boxes that a lot of people use will be something like the Necrophonics app. What that is it's kind of like a random word generator app where it carries a lot of different words in there. And what the theory is they call it EMF. Like an EMF, it would be like radiation from a cell phone or from like a microwave, or even if you go close as a person, you create or generate a certain level of energy. And what it does is it manipulates these, because there's sensors inside of, let's say, like an iPad, that will manipulate it and say, allow them to try to pick a word, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So it's not just kind of it's a bunch of random words in it, but there's a method to the madness. So one of the ways that you can prove or disprove a spirit box per se is, one of the ways that you can prove it or disprove it is it intelligent answers. Is it coming back and saying something that you have asked specifically, and then it's responding to you in a way that is directly with your question.
Okay.
That kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
So if it does that, like for instance, on, let's say, the Kylie Rodney case, I covered the Kylie Rodney case. We asked, can you tell us where Kylie Rodney is at? In one of the locations, in one of those sessions that we did, it said that she was in Prosser Lake, and it actually said Prosser Lake before this information had came to light.
Real quick, Mexi, people in chat are saying you're sexy as fuck, and I agree, dude.
Well, I appreciate that.
Glad you know, dude.
My wife thinks so too.
Well, that makes me feel great.
Yeah, you're sexy as fuck too, man.
What am I, just bones here, huh? Skeleton.
So there's kind of like a method to the madness, if you will, with the spirit box. There's also another spirit box that does kind of the same thing, but it goes through AM and FM frequencies. Now it goes through these at a faster rate, and same type of thing. It uses energies that they can try to get close to it and manipulate it so that it can respond to a word. Again, you're only supposed to go off of the things that are responding to you in an educated way. A lot of people will misuse it and say every single word is something. That's one of the reasons why we reiterate, or we ask like 3, 4, 5, 6 times and say, what happened to, for instance, Kylie Rodney? What happened to Kylie Rodney? We'll repeat the same question, because if we can get intelligent answers that respond to us in the same way, if you're getting conflicting answers, more than likely that's probably not legit. And it's not something you can really use, because then you're picking and choosing. You know what I mean?
So did you see the example of the lady we saw earlier? Or did you not?
No, I wasn't on when you guys were playing it. No,
because it just seemed like her setup was a little sus or just weird. and no, but like what you were explaining, like if you're asking the question and you're going to do it multiple times until you get like an intelligent answer, or something that comes back that makes sense.
Yeah.
For her, it just came back constantly, right, Blair? I mean, it just kept coming. Like, she asked a question, boom, right there, answer, boom.
Yeah, there's always noises coming through. It's just a question of, I guess the way the science works, or if you want to call it science, you kind of discern what's being said, more or less.
So, Mexi, if you saw that video, would you be able to be? Oh, that's bogus. Just by watching it.
Well, it's harder, because this is what makes it hard to decipher sometimes on some of those people's things, is because what we do the sessions live. Why do we do them live? Well, we do the sessions live so that there is no able or ability to chop down the session, you know what I mean, and just make it like, oh, this is all it said.
I've done these sessions with you. I don't mean to interrupt, but I've done these sessions with you, and the only way that I would even begin to entertain it, because me, dude, I've always said I was skeptical. But the only way that I would even entertain those sessions is if they were live. I had to be there. I had to be part of it to be able
to.
There's no way that I'm just gonna be like, I'm just gonna take your video's fucking word for it. That's not happening.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
And nor would I want you to. Honestly, nor would I want you to. I love skeptics about it, because that's what honestly drives us and motivates us. If we were just going after the people that wanted to and say, oh yeah, that's exactly what it said. Oh yeah, this is that. Oh yeah, this, that. Those aren't the, it's nice to have the supporting. It's nice to have the backing. But honestly, we want to reach people on another level to say, hey, there's something after life. I think we can all, most of us can agree. There's people that will refuse to see it no matter what you do. You put an apparition in front of them and they'd be like, no, that wasn't an apparition. That was a fart.
Well, let's get into why you're here on the panel right now. Like, obviously you heard me, or someone that you're close to heard me be critical in some way, shape, or form, even though I was like, that's my boy, you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I said too.
Like, of course, right. And my thing, let's just fucking cut the fat out. My thing is, with certain cases, there's the timing. I feel like the timing could use improvement, in my opinion.
Perfect. And I will
question whether or not there's a lack of respect, for these victims when you
Perfect. And I'll give you several examples to show you like how we try to be as respectful as possible as we can to try to do this coverage. Because remember what we're trying to do. We're trying to prove the existence of paranormal first and foremost, and of God, honestly. Like,
fair enough.
That's the first and foremost. Like, trying to be respectful to family, we try to do it, but there's only a level of integrity and things that you can carry. It's always going to be a sensitive subject when somebody's family member or person that they love or care about has passed away. That's always going to be it. Now, as far as the timing goes, timing is very crucial for us in order to prove these things by doing these spirit box sessions. Let's say I waited until after everything that already came out with the Kylie Rodney case. Let's say I waited until after everything came out.
Well, okay, I'm actually curious.
Do you think
actually go ahead? No, please go ahead.
Credible? Do you think people are going to take me as credible if after the fact and all the details of the case have already came out, and then I say, hey guys, I just did a spirit box session on Kylie Rodney, but however, it's already after the fact of everything being found out, and it says it in the spirit box session. What's more convincing to you as a person? Is it more convincing that I've done it 6 days prior to this information being released, and then things coming out like Prosser, and that she went to the left and she went in the lake, and that?
But don't you think that it could be construed as disrespectful to the family, though?
It can, but here's the other thing too. With that, I'll give you a very specific for instance. For instance, Julissa Fuentes. We all know that just happened recently, right?
Right.
Okay, so I was going to do a spirit box session to cover Julissa Fuentes. The family, through another creator, the creator reached out and said, hey, the family's seen this. They really are asking you to please reconsider the spirit box session because they're still hoping on and hoping that they can find her and that she's alive. And I canceled the spirit box session because of that. I said, you know what? Tell them I'm sending my love. I'm sending my prayers that we hope and pray that they find her too as well. Because ultimately we don't want this to affect the family. And if it does in a negative way, and if the family was to reach out to us, just like they did in Julissa Fuentes' case, I canceled the spirit box session. No questions asked. And I said to all the people who were like, oh, come on, we want to know. I said to them, out of respect for the family, they have requested this, and I will respect and I will honor their request.
But I mean, and I know that about you. Listen, before I even go any further, like I want to absolutely vouch for Mexi's heart. Like there are a few people that I consider friends. Mexi is a friend. He's a friend of the channel, and he's a friend of me personally. We've had deep conversations. I know that your heart's definitely in the right place. I know that for a fact, and I will always defend you as far as whatever is driving you to do something that even I'm skeptical about. Okay. Yep. But can it be argued that like the Gannon stock thing, remember, it had already gone on. Like I joined you on a Gannon stock reading that you did. And that's something that's very close to my heart, that case. And I remember like you were fucking like you were like super balls knocked on the door of the house because somebody else had bought it by then and everything.
Yeah, I did.
I was like, wow, that's bold. But I was like, I mean, but the difference is like, time had passed, time had passed. Obviously, yes, you're right. Like there's going to be some blowback for doing what you're doing. I back you up because I know that your heart's in the right place, right? Yep. But sometimes, like, because you even sent me some invites going, hey, I'm gonna do this, blah blah blah, because it's a case that I'm talking about. But it's just, for me, it's too fucking fresh.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
And that's okay, because it's not going to be for everybody. That's when the difference of opinions, and it's okay to have differences of opinions and things like that, because you're going to view it as one way. You want to make sure that you can be as respectful in your way to the family as possible. What I try to do too there, don't forget, is that I try to sometimes get answers for the family to see, like, for instance, nobody knows where in the hell Kylie Rodney is at. Law enforcement went over and did all their searches, can't find her, blah, 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 blah. Nobody can find him. This is like a last level of hope sometimes to say, you know what, if we can try to do it, and if we can do it in a timely manner and get some answers that are helpful or beneficial to the family, because they can sometimes leave a message.
Okay, let's talk about that. Like, have you done that? Have you been able to produce answers in fresh cases?
Yeah, but they're going to laugh you off. I mean, most
just give examples. I mean, I'm not trying to call you out to fucking make a fool out of you. I want to give you an opportunity to
absolutely. Yeah, so yeah, absolutely. We have tried before. Things that we thought were relevant possibly to the case, I've tried to reach out. It hasn't helped, because honestly, you either don't get a reply back, or the reply back that you get is kind of very short and don't waste our time. You know, not everybody's going to see that, but there are locations and there are places that have used mediums in different cases to find people when they're just kind of at a loss. There's different places that have done that before, and it has been successful. So when we try to do that, remember that we're trying to do it as respectful as possible. We're trying to see if we can get any answers that might potentially help. We're trying to get potentially a message that could be that someone has passed away that they didn't get a chance to say, because guess what? They're voiceless now. They have no voice. So if they don't have a voice, sometimes this could be the only potential way that they can get a message over to a mother or father. Another one, I'll bring up Gabby Petito, same thing. It said, let it be. I asked if there was a message to the mother, and one of her tattoos that she even had, very specific, says, let it be, letting her mom know that type of message. Now, whether the family hears it or not, I'm not going to go knocking on their front door, because they got enough to deal with. But if they happen to come across it and come across that message, don't you think that sometimes that would give hope to a family member?
I mean, sure. You know, I get it. It's just, because it's one of those things where it's like either you believe it or you don't, you know. Yep.
But if it goes the opposite way, if let's say you're wrong and you gave them incorrect information, like in the case of the Ohio abduction in Cleveland back in the day, remember the three girls, I believe, that were trapped by, what's his name? Do you guys know? Arias, I think is his last name. I don't know his first name. Do you remember that case where the three girls were
I'm not familiar with it.
Stuck in that house of his? Goddamn, what's his Ariel Castro? That's right. Thank you so much. Anyhow, Sylvia Brown worked on that case and told the mother, because I guess they've been missing for a decade or a long time, and is my daughter, alive or dead? And it destroyed the mother to the point she died, because Sylvia Brown said she's dead. She saw it. She had these, things, and Sylvia Brown, and that killed the mother.
Yeah.
So how
do you react to that type of situation? Well, that would be the first thing of when I always tell, and I will preach to always anybody and everybody on this. You never know what spirit you are communicating with when you pull out these spirit boxes, or you pull out anything to try to create any type of...
See, that's interesting, because that's totally the opposite of the approach of the person that we were reviewing earlier.
I always say that, because you don't know if it's the spirit, you don't know if it's demonic. Why do you think it is when I do these spirit box sessions? One of the first things that I say is I do not ask for that person's spirit. That is one of the first things that I do not do. I ask for any spirits that know of or know about. Why do I do that? Because there are spirits all over the world, and they know of or about something that has happened to the victim or whoever person is missing or whatever. But I don't ask specifically to speak with the person that is either deceased or missing or anything like that. I do that for a very specific reason, because one, it would be disrespectful. Honestly, it would be disrespectful to look for somebody that I don't know is 100% passed away or has been murdered. You know what I mean? Like, that's
hold on, dude, for a second. Like, I've seen you do a couple of, and I don't mean to call you out like this, but I just can't deny truth. You know what I mean? But I've seen you do live streams, in spirit box sessions with missing people where you don't know the fate. I mean, you've done Summer
Yeah,
Wells.
and I'm not
We
saying
don't
that
know.
I'm not doing that. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that when
You
when
know
we
I
talk
love you,
to
man,
the
but
person, no, that's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. I'm
yeah,
not saying that we're doing the spirit boxes on only the person that we do. No, because remember what I said just 2 seconds ago. I said that we want to know if there's any, this sometimes is nobody knows where they're at. Nobody knows what happens. We try to look for those people, yes. But what I'm talking about is I don't know if the person is dead. And if I don't know the person is dead or something, I'm not going to try to call for their spirit. And I don't believe that anyway. That's honestly not the way I
but you
believe.
have is what I'm saying, Mexi. Like you have
No,
done
not
that.
directly for the person. No, go back to the spirit boxes and watch. If you watch, I will ask specifically. I will say,
Okay, so what you're saying is you've asked the spirit box for information, but not directly for
to the of the
right.
person.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, I got you.
Yeah.
Okay,
So I'm
okay.
asking
All right.
spirits that know of or about, not directly a
Right.
person. Like say it's Kylie. I'm not asking Kylie's spirit, please come forward and let me talk to
Got you. Yeah. No, okay, yeah, I can't argue with that. That's absolutely true. That's absolutely true. I can't deny that.
So I hope it kind of creates like an understanding. We always try to be respectful of it anytime we can. Same thing with the little boy's case that we just had. Oh my gosh, I don't know why I'm drawing a freaking blank.
Quentin.
Quentin. So Quentin's case, same thing. When we were going to have a spirit box session, because there wasn't really anything that came to light, there was all these little rumors that had came about. And guess what happened? Everybody was like, oh, they think that they found him. The law enforcement has some new information that they want to do. Guess what we did again? We canceled the spirit box session and said, you know what? Law enforcement might have some information on this case. We're going to try to let law enforcement handle it and see if they have anything that can help Quentin or if they have any news about what happened to Quentin. Same thing.
Yeah, that's where I'm at right now. And Cherry is my right hand for this channel, and this is the first time. I mean, she wasn't always my right hand, and this is the first case that really hit home with her. Like she's really upset over it. And she expressed some concerns to me privately about you doing a Quentin Simon session, and so the fact that you canceled it, good on you for that. I just like I said, it's my thing is the timing sometimes. That's all.
Yeah, and I get it. I completely get it, and I sympathize.
We've
with
actually
it.
had like a direct conversation where we talked on the phone. Like you invited me to do one, and I was just like, I can't, dude.
And I respectfully said,
it's
and what did I say? I was like,
soon.
hey, it's no problem. I said, man, it's no problem, because I understand that it's not going to be for everybody, but I have a time crunch that me as a person who does the paranormal and who does these sessions, I have to do it in a timely fashion because time is of the essence, not only for the person missing or whatever's happening, but also to try to get answers for that, but also to try to prove the existence of the paranormal and show that, hey, these things are real. And I could go on and on about the different things that we've had that have come to light and been like, oh crap, that was on it, and we got answers prior to it happening. I mean, we like literally like case after case after case, months prior to sometimes doing these spirit box sessions, and then something comes to light. Suzanne Morphew, she was having an affair with that Jeff guy. We had no idea who it was. You were on that one, and it said, ask Jeff.
Yeah, no, I can't deny some shit fucking happened when I was on. And I'm still skeptical. Like I'm still like, and I'm always just gonna be that way. But like I can't deny also that like some shit has taken place when I was on those things with you, and I'm just like, okay, that merits question for sure.
And that's what we want. We want everybody to question it. We want everybody to, we don't want everybody to follow suit and, be marching penguins or anything. We want people to think their own things through. Everybody's going to have their own different versions of what an afterlife is, or what a spirit is, or who God is, or those different things. But we want people to understand the existence of it.
I'm skeptical on religion. Like you're a devout Christian. I get that. I'm not necessarily. And you and I, like, I see your heart. That's why I'm proud to call you a friend, and that's not,
Yeah, I appreciate that.
until
You too. You as
until
well.
you do something straight fucked up, I'm gonna be like, Mexy's my boy. I don't give a fuck what you say. Even
Well, I try to
I'm
hold
always
it to the utmost respect. We try to hold it to the utmost level of respect, the best that we can, There's always going to be sensitive subjects to people and be like, why are you doing it at this time? Why are you doing it about that person? Why, there's always going to be those like, why? And a lot of those
Right.
questions of why is because a lot of people honestly don't understand what it is that we do. Like they don't have, like, just for that, you're like, oh, I get it. Like, you're not trying to speak to this directly to the spirit of the person. You're speaking to other spirits that know about the person. Got it. Like, you know what I mean? Like that, it makes a difference. It sounds silly, but it does make a difference.
Anything you want to chime in on here, Morbid Reality?
No, man. Thanks for explaining all that. And,
No, thank you guys. I appreciate it. Like, I always love the opportunity to come on and like,
dude, you're always welcome here, man.
Mad respect
you are
to you.
Always welcome here.
Thank you. Well, thank you for allowing me the opportunity. I wanted to go, and I told my team, I was like, relax, take it easy. The glares, it's cool. Don't worry about it. Like, we'll talk it out. Like, we always, as human beings or as people, we should be able to constructively, have constructive criticism or sometimes talk about things. Hey, man, I don't necessarily agree with it. And sometimes it's just a misunderstanding of what it is. It's not always going to be that way, but sometimes it is. And the only way that you can come to an adult method of trying to weed that stuff out is by doing exactly what we're doing, talking right here and saying, hey, this is kind of,
there's no way that I was, like, if you come here and ask for a mic after I was, respectfully critical of what you're doing, I'm not going to deny you that mic, dude. Like, you're my boy, dude. Like, I want you to be able to, there's no way I'm going to fucking bash you, dude. That's not going to happen.
No, I know. I appreciate it.
It's just never going to happen. Like, we've had private conversations. I know where your heart is. I know where you're coming from. I would never even have agreed to have done those things, those live streams with you, if I didn't think that you genuinely believed in what you were doing.
I know that to be a fact too, because you're like a no BS rule kind of guy. Like, you're like just straight at it. So
right.
But that's what I love
exactly. Like, I did that with the intention of just simply having an open mind. Okay, convince me, motherfucker. Let's do this.
And I always welcome the challenge.
Right. God Soldier, thank you so much. No, we're not doing a spirit box session here. That's not happening right now. But thank you. I appreciate it. But thanks for coming up and explaining, because honestly, you actually, even though you and I have talked, I've only just been focused on your intentions, and I proudly vouch for your intentions. That's not swayed. I'm never going to do that, but I'm glad that Morbid Reality was here, because you explained on a technical level exactly what you do, and I learned more about you today from you joining here. So I'm grateful.
Well, thank you. Like I said, man, thank you again for the opportunity. And Morbid, man, like, it goes deeper. I completely understand like what you're saying about somebody that'll have like one piece of equipment. Just so you know, man, too, we have multiple pieces of equipment. We have like 2 REM pods going on. We have cameras in the front, cameras in the back, motion sensors in the back. Like, I truly believe.
I can honestly say. Yeah, I can honestly say that you seem to like arm yourself with gear to disprove the haters more than anything else. Like, you're like, okay, this is live. There's no way you're not gonna fucking see that I'm fucking
doing
making
anything.
some shit up, right?
So Mexy, Are you saying you don't buy your equipment from the dollar store like that other lady?
No, I can honestly say that I've spent thousands upon thousands of dollars on my equipment. One thing that I've done with my channel is since I've done it, I've taken that and reinvested it. Every time we get something, that helps with the channel, which I'm so thankful for everybody that does contribute to the channel to try to help us. This allows us the opportunity to get better equipment, get night vision cameras, get more REM pods, get spirit boxes, get all the best equipment that we can to make sure that we have almost every angle of coverage that we can, because we want to be able to, I want to be able to tell you the same thing. I don't want to sit there and blow some smoke up your butt and say, hey, this is real. Look at this paranormal. This is real. This is real. I want to be able to have that evidence and that proof to do that. And a good paranormal investigator will try to disprove anything that he gets unless he can't anymore. Unless you reach until that point and you can't disprove it, that's when it starts being like, okay, well, it's hard to argue this now. So you have to list it down as a paranormal. So.
Cool. Is probably Glaire's gone.
Oh, I'm not gone.
Okay.
I'm back.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a huge skeptic. I come from that James Randi type of skepticism, but it sounds like you're the way you explain things, and it is a thin line to walk because you're covering something pretty controversial in the sense that you're covering true crime cases.
Yeah.
So it's just, I guess there might be different levels to this, but again, I could only respect what you said as far as, explaining that to us, but I wouldn't be able to believe it. But again, that's just my thoughts on that, but still.
No, yeah, and that's good, man.
Sharing.
Like, we absolutely respect that. Like I said, it's not going to be for everybody. We know it's not going to be for everybody, but our job as paranormal investigators is one that we have to come up with the burden of showing you guys the evidence and the proof. It's not yours. Like, you know what I mean? You're coming in as a skeptic and you're like, look, I already don't believe in this stuff as it is. So it's my job. If I don't do my job correctly.
Oh, totally. Every time we've done it, I'm of the mindset of make me fucking believe.
Yeah. Make me believe. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like one of these days, we're actually going to do an investigation together. That's actually going to happen like in person where we do it.
Yep.
But understand this also, I'm going to fuck with you in every possible way that I can.
I welcome it. I welcome it, man. I love that.
Fuck him. What?
I am going to fuck with your head.
I don't think his wife will like that. So,
well, not if
his wife is awesome. Mrs. Mexie's dope, man.
But Glaire, you could go to Pastor Tyler for that. I'm sure he would enjoy it.
I'd love to. I'd love to have Pastor Tyler on these fucking things, because one thing Mexie's not is a hypocrite. I love that about him, and I'm proud to call him a friend. So
well, thank you. You as well, brother. I try my best. We're all human. We all make mistakes and we all do things, but we try our best, right? I know the Glare does. I know there's a lot of people out there that don't, and it's unfortunate because it's sometimes people's lives that are at stake, and it sucks. And there's not much more you can say. It sucks that sometimes people, when they do coverage or they do different things, it's not done in the best of ways, I guess. I don't know. And some people will probably argue with me and say, all right, well, you don't do it in the best of way. Well, I try to do it as respectful as I can. So
yeah, I can vouch for that. You do. You absolutely do. Like I said, I don't think I know for a fact that you're not a fucking grifter. Like I said, your equipment is always upgrading, and that shows me that that's where your super chats and things like that are going, and you're free to fucking spend that shit however you want. I'm just saying I noticed it, and I'm like, okay, this dude's fucking shit has just gotten next level every single time.
Yeah.
That's
what we try to do, man. We try to do it the best we can. We try to, for the people that support the channel, we feel an obligation, kind of to say, hey, these people love the channel. They love the content. They love, what we're doing and how we try to help in those different things. I'd feel bad personally just taking all the money and running away with it and being like, ha ha ha, thank you, all the way to the bank. Like, I want to be able to try to upgrade the equipment and try to do the best that we can to try to get the evidence that
no, because I want to be a believer. That's one of the main reasons why I support you. I want to be a believer. It just takes a lot to get me there, and I'm not even there yet. So I'm just gonna keep like letting you do what you do and show you off and speak you up, because like I'm like I know his heart's there. I just want to be convinced. So
you guys want a room together or what? Private room?
But
then I'd have to.
I'm busting balls.
Maybe at the Stanley.
I'm telling you, man, I wanted to do the Stanley thing so bad. Yeah, that would
come out. You come out to Colorado. I'll tell you, it's my treat, man. You come out to Colorado, my treat. We'll go out there. We'll go do an investigation at the Stanley Hotel.
I'm gonna fucking take you up on that because I'm broke as fuck.
Do it, man.
Yeah. Yeah, we definitely got to do that. That would be great.
You too, mOrBiD. You're welcome to come too.
I go nowhere.
He's in California. He has no reason to go anywhere.
Oh, cool. Well, I'll come over there. I know a lot of places
right
over in California.
Yeah. And I'm not in Truckee, but so
you're not Truckee.
I'm not in Truckee.
I don't want to dox you or anything, but yeah, I used to go out to California all the time. So there's a lot
LA County.
Oh, LA County, yeah.
Los Angeles, yeah.
Yep. Right on, man. Love LA.
Yeah. I've been to California. My two favorite places were San Diego and actually Nevada City, which is right near Truckee. I loved Nevada City. I fell in love with it completely. I don't know if I could live there. Now I could live there, I think, because I'm old and I don't give a shit about anything anymore. Like I'm okay with being bored. Being bored is peaceful. So
that's the goal, right? Try to get old and peaceful.
pretty much. Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, I'll let you get back to your show. Sorry for interrupting. I just wanted to come on and talk about it, man. I appreciate it.
No apologies necessary, man. Like, you were brought up and you came up and spoke your mind and defended yourself, and I'm glad you did, man. I'm glad you had that we got to clear all that up.
Me too.
So thanks for jumping on here.
Yeah, thank you. It was good to meet you too, mOrBiD. So.
Yeah, it was nice meeting you, Mexi.
So we're gonna wrap this up, but what we're gonna do real quick, well, I still got 245 of you guys in here. I know that Burnt Toast is live right now, so we're doing a Glare raid over to Burnt Toast. So make sure you go in there, you type Glare raid while Toast is live. All right. mOrBiD.
Very cool.
You are the man, dude. I'm so grateful that you joined me tonight.
Dude, thanks for having me on. And again, just keep up the good work. I think we have a good team thing going here, and also connecting everybody together. I think we'll be stronger in numbers, even though we're the minorities, guys. But
for now, that's, I mean, we're changing minds, man. People are waking up, and I'm grateful that you're back, man. Thank you for coming back. Cause I'm a fan. I'm a fan.
Oh, so I paid him earlier, so
yeah, man. So Glare raid over at Burnt Toast. Make sure you type that in when you get in her chat. mOrBiD Reality, thank you again for joining me tonight.
Thank you, sir, and I'll see you later. Okay.
We will do this again very soon, my friend.
Bye.
And my friends.